And we'll do a quick recap of last session, as always, as well. You guys are on level 6 of Undermountain. Last session, you'd had to deal with a number of demons that had broken free from statues quite near to the sacred and hidden tomb of King Malayan, the ancient dwarven king of the Underhalls. You'd disposed of the demons, and you'd allowed Skella to pretty much defile the sarcophagus. Well, you didn't really let her, but she did. She just completely destroyed the sarcophagus in which the king's remains were in. But when all that was dealt with, at the end of the day, you guys all lived. The demons and the Durgar have been dealt with, and you have in your possession the hand of King Malayan, this dwarven king, and you used it to gain access to this room, which you guys felt like it had some sort of special meaning for dwarves, and it actually found the heart of the mountain, the dead set center of Mount Waterdeep, which dwarves would come here and probably pray and ask questions of the keeper of the secrets under the mountain, Dumathoin, and just come here to be very, very close to hearth and home. And we ended the session with you guys resting, as you felt like you could sort of absorb some of the strength of the mountain within yourselves. And when you woke up the next morning, you'd all found yourselves to be in very good shape. Everyone got 10 temporary hit points from resting here. Other than that, you guys managed to collect some mithril from these veins in the walls. There are just these ancient tapestries against the south wall, and then there is this tall oval mirror mounted in a stone frame against the eastern wall. And the gate stone, it feels a warmish to the touch, and the number 11 glows when it comes near the gate stone. Oh, the gate, sorry.
The inscription on that, correct me if I'm wrong, is it cannot hide from those it cannot see.
Yes,
right?
There is a phrase. It's in common, worked into the stonework. The gate cannot hide from those it cannot see.
No, it's... Dagger, do me a favor. Would you mind doing the disappearing act that you like to do?
I'm sure. I go invisible.
Okay.
Now, while you're invisible, look at the door. Can you see something different? Is it like a space, like a mystic gate, anything?
Do I see anything at the gate?
You don't notice anything different when you're invisible. It looks exactly the same.
Well,
I go closer to. I go.
Alright, when you come up close to it, Dagger, that is when a massive mist, a shroud of energy just it appears.
Do you see
in
that?
the recess of the gate, and a swirling portal opens up.
Be invisible. Alright.
Do you guys see the mist?
Everyone sees it.
Okay. I was just making sure. It wasn't just me.
Should we go through, or...
Well, I mean, where does it? Where do we think it leads?
We don't know it. Is the issue.
11.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that the gatestone number has anything to do with the level. Honestly, because there are... How many levels to the dungeon? 26, 23, 26, something like that. And there's only
23.
And there's only 20 sides to the die. Unless there's just no gates. Unless there's just no gates to the last 3 levels.
Well, then I suggest, why not? It'd be a grand adventure, yeah?
Possibly.
Make it a good time.
Yeah.
There is
Brew?
the,
Yeah.
Alright, as long as you
There's the-
stand there, Dagger, as well, it does remain open. It does need to be closing.
So there is the chance if we go through it that a rune thing will appear, and it could lead to treasure, maybe, I guess, since this room doesn't have any treasure.
Also a possibility.
True.
I mean,
Do we
the
have
room-
anything left to do nearby?
Well, there's a whole side of this place that we have not explored, I believe. We've only gone west from the main temple. I'm sure there's other things to the east as well, but
Oh, we do know how to open and close the door now. at
there
least.
is the hallway that had the black figure that we didn't follow.
Ah, yes, the sneaky cloak and dagger-looking human being. Well, I am torn. I would say that I could easily just, fuck off the rest of the area because no one gives a shit. But I could also easily look around because I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly greedy.
Yeah, a bit of plunder be good.
I was going to suggest at some point we might at least pop back up to say the level 3 to the Skullport, do a bit of trade. We have since lowered ourselves down quite a bit.
I mean, yeah.
I mean the bag of holdings, not us personally.
There was
Besides-
that gate back that was, I have it noted down as south of Dwarven Shrine.
Oh,
But that's
instead
got
of-
a rust monster, so that might lead to level 2. That might be a quicker way to get back up.
True, and if I'm going to at any point help us get all the way back to the surface in a hurry or anywhere else, I do need some particular items. Particularly some special chalks and the like.
Ah, magic stuff.
Well, there's also the gate. There's another gate that this seems to open, possibly, and like pull out the elf statue.
Ah, yes, the random assortment treasure.
Ah, and then of course there is the gate to the Slither swamp as well.
It seems like we can go all sorts of places.
There
So
might be
many
more
options.
gates if we look around a little more.
There was also, I wasn't here for this, but I have it in my notes because I rewatched the session. There's a archway in a room that had umber hulks in it. In the south of it, you guys didn't check what was on it, but it's there.
Yeah, wasn't it the one that like got cold or hot or something like that? A lot of these got cold or hot.
There's a bit of
I
a
think
mixed
the one-
reading from the gatestone in that room.
Yeah, because there are
There
two
were
gates so
two,
close
yeah.
together.
Well, I'd say that then we have multiple choices before us. My vote would be to either press forward now or to head to the surface side. But those are my votes.
I like the surface. I get to visit my parents. I get to see the sun.
If we have business surface side, then it'd probably be better just to travel there before we get too far down, because it's just going to get harder to travel back up.
Is this true?
To be fair, I am really curious where this goes.
We could also just pop in and maybe pop back out. I mean, I don't know how these work, but yeah.
Nox, weren't you saying you can just pop us back to the surface?
I could if I had what we need. I am a wee bit short as it comes to arcane magical chalks and a number of other items that are required for the spell.
I see.
That's the reason I would like to just buy a bunch of it.
Need to go shopping.
Yes, I also believe that something I ordered is ready for pickup, but that is not a concern that is pressing.
Well, I mean, if we got to go shopping, we got to go shopping. Like, sometime. Build it into the... Like, maybe explore part of this level and then go up to someplace. Either surface or sculpt.
Well, I would be for exploring this level a little more.
I say if we can jump in the portal and jump back out, that'd be cool.
Dagger, I know that we cannot see you, but we can hear you. Do you have an opinion about any?
Surprisingly, this is one issue I don't really have an opinion on. Whatever makes you happy, Nox.
Well, how about this? Brew suggested that we, or Pavel, that was kind of spacing out a little. Suggested that we clear the rest of the eastern side of this area and then possibly go back then, because that would give us at least say that we've accomplished the full level. N'est-ce pas?
I'm down. What about you, Pavel? Do you want to hop in and out of this portal, or?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I don't know what you said, whether you said to clear the east side, but whether it be clearing a level or going inside the portal, it's all good.
All right. Well, if you're down, if you can put off jumping in or out of the portal, then why don't we go? Let's go explore, and then shop, and then jump into the portal later, and see if we can come back or not.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yes, let us do that. That sounds like a good idea.
Wait, Brew. Do we still have the hands?
I have them, and I pull them out.
They're just these rotten little sort of shriveled dwarf hands. Like, they're pretty much kind of hollow and looks like beef jerky or something.
I imagine like mummy hands.
Yeah. Oh, literally is mummy hands.
I use them to open the door very gently because I'm still not sure if the magic works.
Okay. The door opens and you just swing these massive basalt doors away from you, revealing the lit hall of the Temple of Numathoin once more.
Dagger, I know that we cannot see you, but if you wouldn't be so kind as to join us, that'd be lovely.
Never.
The second you step away from the mirror, the portal shuts.
Ah. Well,
Triggered by invisibility.
that means the person that goes invisible needs to be the last to go through.
I agree. I think that is the only course of action we have.
I don't know. Maybe it would work even if they were the first.
I can
Because-
make everybody invisible.
Well, it's presumably that the door opens from either side, and it requires the same key.
Well, I think
It
to
would
be
be-
safe before we do it, I should make everybody invisible.
It would be in experiments. I asked you to do it since you can do it so easily without the expenditure of any mana, as it were.
I'm clicking on weird things because my computer's going weird.
You're
Drink of
drinking
greater healing
potions
potion.
and sneak attacking yourself at the same time.
Yes.
Alright, so you can see these large quartz pillars sort of illuminating this grand hall. And looks like you guys are gravitating towards this eastern door.
If the other side's a secret door, do you think this side is a secret door?
This is literally a door that is plainly visible.
I
to
cannot
everyone.
see. I assume
There's the door, Pavel.
The dynamic lighting is
It's-
covering it a
Not very
bit.
secret.
it blended too well with the other walls. Okay.
Yeah, just another stone door, just like every other one.
I'll push it up.
Right. And you still, every time you open these doors, you just, it's like a feat of engineering. They just open so easily despite their obvious age. Alright, as you step here, you hear a voice.
We all die.
Rocks.
There's someone moving away from you. You hear their footfalls. They go around the corner, and there's a giggle. Sounds like a child's giggle.
Which corner?
Around this corner. Off to your left.
In a hushed tone, I just say, Dagger, go find him.
You hear the footfalls some more. Heading off.
It's gonna.
You come around the corner, Dagger, and you can just hear the footfalls go around the next corner to your left. That same giggle.
I was gonna say, Pavel, keep moving that way. Maybe we can cut them off. Roland, scamp.
All
Follow
right,
Pavel.
Dagger, you jump
You're with
around
me.
the corner and you find Pavel here.
It's invisible too.
There's a bit of a stench of death coming from this
Whoa.
eastern hallway as well. There is a door set
That's
against the north wall here.
That's not me. Brew whispers to Nox.
Bro, I've come to recognize your own stench.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Alright, the gate stone starts to sort of glow a little bit, and as you come into this hall, it's a 20-foot high ceiling. Again, it's all sort of this remarkable dwarven architecture, and there are two arch gates embedded in the walls, one to the north, one to the south. There is also two Durgar, one male and one female. They're sprawled out on the center of the room, and they are undoubtedly dead.
Are they fresh dead or kind of a couple weeks old dead?
You make a medicine check. You're not sure exactly how long ago they died. Seems sort of maybe a couple of days-ish.
What's the images on the archways?
Alright, you look
Or
at the
the
one to the
keys.
north, and it's decorated with inlaid images of dancing goblins. And Pavel, you go and check out the south one. This one has its sides carved, and it bears the images of very scantily clad elves, one male and one female. They're holding their fingers to their lips in a gesture of silence. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you guys are attacked.
Oh.
There are two
Oh, what else is new?
invisible stalkers hovering up near the ceiling, and they attempt to surprise you guys. You don't see anything, of course, and let me roll to determine surprise. Everybody is surprised. 29 on their stealth
Jesus.
check.
Oh,
I can't even be not surprised with a passive perception of 25.
Okay, when you will be aware of these creatures, you're not going to see anything. Hence the name Invisible Stalkers. You can just
I'm
hear
not surprised.
a bit of wind sort of whooshing around in that general area. And yeah, Dagger, you've got alert, so do not be surprised. But they're sort of like an air elemental, far more deadly. And they're both up near the ceiling, 20 feet.
I'm
Up.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my ragey thing.
Okay, when it comes around to your turn, you can rage. Alright, dagger.
With my, speaking of daggers, with my dagger, can I see them?
You can't see them, but with blindside, it's like lets you like, it's like blind fighting.
Do I know where they are?
Everyone knows where they are because you can hear them. They're like whooshing around in the area, and yeah, you will.
Okay.
Just because they're invisible, then you won't be. Just because they're invisible doesn't mean you'll be attacking them at disadvantage, dagger, because you got blind sight. And same goes for if they attack you. You have alert, so you can't have advantage on from unseen attackers.
I'm going to shoot that.
Alright, that's a crit. You have advantage. Alright, with your magical crossbow, you just slam a bolt straight into it. And it's you're not sure how badly it's hurt, but you just feel the bolt just contacted and a big swathe of wind released from that area. And doing so also renders you invisible and no longer hidden. This invisible stalker, it immediately flies down using 15 feet of movement. It hovers down and does like a bit of a slam flyby at Scamp with an incredible force at advantage. It hits for 10 bludgeoning damage and then attacks again. You just feel wind washing around you, trying to slam into you, Scamp, but you manage to avoid being hit that second time, and then it just...
Does it not have advantage the second time too?
Oh, 17 hits you? Oh yeah, sorry. It hits you for 13 bludgeoning damage. And it's then going to sort of fly away very, very quickly around into this area. Scamp, you're surprised. Pavel, you're surprised.
Get back here, you coward!
And this one, it just flies down here, using 30 feet of movement, tries to slam into you, Scamp. It
They're out for
hits
Scamp.
you for 5 bludgeoning damage, and it attacks you again, hitting you for 9 bludgeoning damage. And then it whooshes away over in this direction.
Perception, maybe?
Provoked from you, dagger.
I unfortunately don't have a weapon out.
Punch it. You might get lucky.
Alright,
Pistol whip it!
No, I won't.
that is a miss. The
Oh,
stalker
minus 1
moves
strength.
into the other hallway around the corner. Nox, you're surprised. Roland, you're surprised. Alright, Brew, you can enter a rage and not be surprised.
I will do so. And then move up here.
Alright, as you come and take a look around the corner, the ceiling is a lot lower here. It's only 10 feet high. You can hear the invisible stalker just whooshing around up near the ceiling.
Can I go up there and attempt to jump up and grab a hold?
Yep, you can easily reach the space above you. It's only like 2 squares, 1 square above you.
Okay, I will attempt to do that, to grapple it.
Alright, make an athletics check. Alright, you jump up, Brew, and you just grab wind. Your hand just passes straight through it.
I'll grab the wind, Scamp, don't worry. I'm gonna swing last word at it.
You sort of feel it like something tangible, and then it just slips through your fingers. Alright, you swing at with last word, and that misses. Swing through the air.
Oh,
again.
because of the disadvantage, of course. Alright, I'll just move 5 feet up.
Dagger.
At 10 feet up, can I hit it with my rapier?
Yeah, it's in melee reach.
Okay.
And
It doesn't.
yeah, you would be at disadvantage as well, Dagger. Oh no, you've got the blind sight, never mind. You've got a lot of stuff that is good against fighting invisible creatures.
I do.
But,
I mean, I'm invisible.
Just not the attack roll. Unfortunately, that does miss.
The attack roll is not with me.
You were made for this level. There's so many invisible creatures on this level.
It's paid for it. We have honed my character to fight.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Alright, so it's quite quick. Alright, this stalker just... It whooshes on by, and it provokes from you, Dagger. You hit it. Alright, you catch it with the rapier as it whooshes by. You hit it good. No sneak attack no crit, unfortunately. But you hit it hard. You just feel something tangible get sort of affected by your rapier. And it hurtles its way towards Scamp, slamming straight into her. And it hits for 13 bludgeoning damage. It whooshes around you and tries to slam into you again. And it misses you.
Oh, that misses.
And then it flies up and back up to the ceiling over here. Scamp.
I am going to attempt to frostbite the one that's low on life.
They are invis, so you will not be able to
Oh!
frostbite them.
Then I will try and produce flame at it.
Okay.
Maybe.
You can attack it at disadvantage. You sort of know where it is. It makes this whoosh sort of sound. And you hit it. For a brief moment, you just see this little ball of fire sort of wrap around this creature that pretty much just looks like just a wind. A very, very vague outline of a wind. Like a windy humanoid form, I should say.
And then I am going to use a bonus action to throw some Fey energy on myself. Oh, actually, I don't think I can heal myself with that. So maybe not. I will use my bonus action to hidden step so I go invisible.
Okay.
Now. And then I will read about my Fey energy dice on not my turn.
Avil.
Alright. Pavel's real quick gonna admire the artwork in front of him. Hear the commotion going on in the back. Kinda like lose attention from the artwork and go into battle.
You think maybe the elves are doing a special hug, Pavel? That was the special hug that you've heard about.
Possibly. Having drawn his attention, he's gonna not know where this thing is and just kind of aim wildly in the general direction of the whooshing and fire. Boop.
That hits. Alright, you sort of just hear the bullet slam against something, and you feel like it definitely resisted that attack. You did hit it.
And I will just continue blasting.
Another hit. And another bullet slams into the target.
One more time, bonus action.
And
Ah.
that's a miss. You just crack some of the roof. Bit of rubble falls down.
Gonna go run, trying to look back at the artwork, thinking what it is, and then keep running. And 30. There we go.
Alright, this stalker just whooshes straight over to Scamp. Tries to slam into her. A regular attacks now because they can't see you. That misses. And it does slam into you that second time, Scamp, for 8 points of damage. And then it just sort of whoosh, keeps on whooshing on by. And it sort of heads off to the east around the corner. It's like a flyby slam attack. Nox.
All right. I will actually try and. Yeah, I'm gonna try and firebolt the one that's I think I see in front of me. You know, because they're invisible.
That hits. You throw a firebolt up into this area, and you just see like this wicked tornado of fire for a brief second. You hear like this sort of screeching sound, and yeah,
Sorry,
really
that was a mistake.
Yeah, it really looks like you'd hurt the creature quite badly with that attack.
Nox stands there, kind of gets into a deeper stance, kind of puts his arms out as if he's trying to protect Scamp because he thinks he actually can, and it's just like, no, you stay the fuck away, bad juju.
It does anyone speak Primordial?
No.
I speak of Aquan, which is a dialect.
If you speak Aquan, then you can maybe work out a few words. It sort of says you catch like quarry, kill, quarry, kill, and then some other words that you don't understand.
Huh.
Roland.
Yeah, so I saw Scamp getting hurt pretty bad, so I'm going to reach out and say to Scamp, I'm going to touch you now. Hopefully not somewhere bad, because I can't see you, but... and then I'll cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Scamp. She's
Playing a dangerous game.
been getting hit pretty hard.
Thank you.
Then I will say to Dagger, I believe in you. You can kill these things. Give her a bardic inspiration. And step up. It's my turn.
Brr.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Brew is just running, scrambling wildly from end to end. So I'll continue the scramble over to the. I'll quarry kill you! I'll shout at this thing, and I'll attempt to grab.
Alright, you try to grab it again, Brew, and it's just ungrappable. You grab it, and it's wind. It just slips through your fingers.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think you can grab it, Brew.
I keep
Says
trying.
Roland.
I take out my hand axe and swing at it.
That's a miss. You just hit the
All right.
hit the corner of the wall. Did you say recklessly as well?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. You just hit the corner of the wall. The adamantine just sort of chips off all of the stonework.
Yeah. That'll learn.
Dagger.
I will shoot that one. Oh wait, I have my cross. I have my rapier out. Can't do that. I will.
You can swap weapons. You can like swap one weapon per turn.
Okay, then I will shoot that one.
That hits. And
For 8.
you just hear, like, you see the bolt contact the invisible stalk, and then you just hear this sort of expulsion of wind. And it's not the sort that Brew usually does either. It's a very soft
we are
sort of
glad about
whooshing
that.
sound, and seems to be
Okay.
gone.
Stench of death.
And I'm going to use my bonus action dash to come over here. And that's it.
Scamp.
Alright, considering that these things are just coming after me, I am going to use my action to turn into a brown bear. And
Okay.
they can eat my wild shape temporary hit point things for a while.
There you go.
I feel like she hasn't. This is the first time I think we've seen her wild shape in a long time.
Very long time.
Alright, Scamp turns into rations.
I was just gonna say that.
Yep. I'll just be like looking around at the air around me, growling.
Alright, you look exactly like rations will just sort of expand into this large bear. Any movement?
I'm gonna go right there and then I'll end my turn because that's my action.
Powerful.
I'm gonna see Scamp turn to rations, pet rations, and move on this way. See where Bruce trying to grab and just let loose.
That is a miss.
Okie No. No lag.
Did you roll again?
I did. Web page. Firefox being bad on me. Hold up. Did it do it? Yes, there you go.
See it. You actually hit it.
Oh, wow.
A bullet slams into it. And it sounds like quite a powerful sort of force there still.
Hit it. Hit it again. Bonus action. Crossbow expert. Ooh.
That is a miss. And the bullet is just sort of flung awry.
Damn.
Alright, the stalker just whooshes on by, provoking from Dagger, and it comes straight in for Scamptions. And that is a miss. Did you not have your rapier out? Oh no, hand crossbow.
Crossbow.
Okay. That is a miss. And yeah. Seems to only be focusing on you, Scamp. It attacks and just slams straight into your side for 11 bludgeoning. It comes in again, and as it pushes by, it sort of knocks you up against the wall for another 13 bludgeoning, and then whoosh, it whooshes on by over here. Very, very quick. Nox.
Okay. Thinking I see something move in the corner, I will just try and fire a bolt again.
That is a miss. Hit the roof. Scorch the roof panels. Rolling.
Pretty much all of my stuff requires sight. Like any of my damaging stuff. So yeah. I'm going to
Call upon the elven gods to guide you.
No, I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power and go ahead and get that 3rd level spell slot back.
Alright. Tirlai sees that. Pavel, why don't I have one of those?
Because you already have 750 GP worth of jewels on you.
They're not magical. We'll talk about this later. Brew.
Yeah.
I think your rage
Brew
actually
grins
wears
that day.
off now, Brew. Because you haven't taken damage or attack or dealt damage. You sort of calmed down now.
I think you just have to attack, right?
If you haven't attacked a hostile,
Oh, okay, it's attacking. I thought it was have to deal damage. Alright, well, you're still angry.
thankfully. I'm being kind of feckless here. Alright, I'm gonna run back to the other side of the room. I think I have just enough movement to squeeze through. Extra 5, and then swing. I'll get reckless and swing away with a this time with a war pick. I'll swap the hand axe for an adamantine. Oh wow!
War pick misses. Just.
And I'll say, "Glory kill!"
And you hit it. Alright, you feel the pick just sort of tap the invisible stalker, and the actual physical attack is not too effective, but the radiant energy, it works well and sort of briefly illuminates its form as the radiant energy flares up.
Okay, and then should I maybe attempt to grab him?
Dagger.
I would say no to the grapple. Okay. I'm going to bonus action dash over here. Rapier!
That
Miss!
is a miss. But you've got inspiration.
Oh yeah, I do have inspiration. Thank you for... That's a D8 now?
It's a D10.
D10.
17? That's a hit.
Yay! You believed in me, Roland.
Yes, I did.
Alright, you pierce into that general direction and you feel the magical rapier just expel more of its form, hissing and whirling away in that spot. Scamptions.
I am going to move.
What would Rations do in
down.
this situation?
He would
You'd probably eat the
complain that he
Darrow.
was hurt and eat Durgar stuff.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked.
I'm going to go to like the bottom of this room, basically, and hold my action for when the thing gets within melee range. I would like to try and bite it.
Okay. Pavel.
I'm going to shoot it.
That hits. Another bullet slams into it. And another hit. You hear another bullet crash into it. And the third shot just hits the wall, breaks off some more tiles.
I'm gonna use my tracked object just to, well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna take out Tirlai just cause.
Whoosh, the invisible stalker whoosh, over here, straight for Scamp, and provokes from you dagger. And also you can use your reaction Scamptions. That is a miss, dagger.
I know.
Narrowly miss. And Scamptions you also miss. You sort of misjudge its location, just bite the air. And when it gets up to you, It is going to slam into you. It misses. It tries to slam into you again, and it just knocks you up against the wall, slamming you into the arch gate and knocking you out of Scamption's form. And we'll take one
Take
damage.
one additional damage.
Yeah, you can choose which one of those 4 squares to shrink down into. And the Stalker is just going to like use its last 5 feet to close the gap. Nox.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna run up and intend to grab this son of a bitch with the shocking grasp.
It's a
That's
miss.
a miss.
The lightning just expels in the air.
Cool. I will. Ooh, can I do? Fuck it, I'm already at disadvantage. I will spin a sorcery point to try and chromatic orbit out of the sky.
Okay. You hit it.
Damn it. Oh, I do?
14 hits.
14 hits.
What type of damage do you want to do? Lightning?
Lightning. Of
All
course.
right. It just explodes, and arcs of lightning crackle around the invisible Stalker for a brief moment. Let's add a hiss.
What was that?
Any more movement, Nox?
No.
End of turn. Alright. Roll it.
Looking up in the book, the help action, I don't think I'll be able to get all the way down there anyway. No, I can't make it. Oh, well, if I can only get that far, I'm not going to go that far anyway. I'll just,
Must be a high elf, because a wood elf would make that rolling.
yeah, I know, right? I will say to Dagger, I still believe in you. Give her inspiration again. See if she can end this thing.
Me too.
And, I'll just move forward a little bit. Action to... Well, I mean, there's really no point in dodging. It's only going after Scamp. I'm actually gonna dash to get to there. And that'll be turn.
Whoa.
As close as I can get. I'll just throw a hand axe at it. See, try to do a bit of.
You hit it. Alright, the hand axe just glows as you throw it, and it does actually resist the axe, but the radiant energy is not resisted, and yeah, it sort of just screeches through it.
Alright.
Dagger.
Okay, that's... I'm going to bonus action dash up to it. And attack it with my rapier.
Alright,
Oh,
it is
crap.
not within 5 feet of Nox or Scamp. It's actually up one more square. So you can jump up and hit it, but you wouldn't get sneak attack. You hit it.
Okay. I forgot to take the damage off, so it's
Alright.
only 10.
The rapier slams into it, and you don't feel like it has much left in it. Scamp.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
And nice roll.
Oh, man. Nice kittens.
Aww, I love the kitties.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to Hidden Paths teleport to the opposite side of the room.
All right. Apple. Sorry, Dagger, do you mind going on push to talk, please? There's like a constant noise coming from your mic. Thank you.
So as I was running there, I'm going to put away my pistol, two-hand, chairlie, and swing.
Alright, you have to jump up, so it costs you an extra 5 feet to jump and attack as well.
That was my full movement here, so I can't attack it then?
You can attack once, and then you'll be out of movement. You'll fall
Okay, cool.
down 5 feet.
Okay. Hopefully this is the game.
It's like up 2 squares above you. That hits.
Oh wait, damn it! I said two-handed. Yeah, whatever.
Alright, you if it's two-handed, then it's a 1d10, so you have to reroll.
Should we roll the damage dice, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, you jump up, and with Tiralai, you slash it, and it just ceases to be.
Nice.
You land on your feet, you don't hear it anymore, and you guys are safe.
I'm gonna still swing at the air a few times, just around the room, just to be sure.
Okay. Bruce,
I
like,
felt it die.
doing some windmills arm punch thing, like,
I think there's one over here.
he's doing like Zangief. Zangief in it.
Brew, settle down for a moment.
Hmm?
What were you saying in the middle of that? I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, I heard a bit of one of the creatures. It said, quarry kill.
You could understand that. Interesting.
Yeah, I picked up a bit. My mom, she spoke Alcuin. She was kind of a water genasi, they said. I don't know. Sometimes they used to just say it was because I was wet between the ears. So I never really knew, what they...
I'm sure it's all right, bro. Can I make some kind of check to figure out what those things were?
Yep. Arcana check.
Well, for Roland to figure out what they were anyway.
So they are an elemental, like an air elemental, except they're sort of stuck in service to someone. Their purpose is to just hunt down creatures or retrieve objects for its summoner. And they're usually given a command. And if it is to attack, then once they are set on their quarry, they will just constantly attack that quarry until they're dead. And they can easily track their quarry. They know where exactly they are, and they will make their way there. So obviously, whoever had summoned these creatures had ordered them to attack maybe the first person that came near one of these arch gates and studied them. The Scamp.
Well, Scamp, either someone really doesn't like you, or since you happen to be the first one to come into the room, well...
You feel like it was probably Hallister as well.
Oh, okay.
This is his domain, his lair, his dungeon.
But if I had to take a
It's not
guess...
Alistair.
But if I had to take a guess, it's probably Hallister's doing. So, probably actually no hard feelings at all for you. You just happen to be the first one to come into the room.
The gatestone is actually like, if it's like in your pocket or something, Roland, it's actually sort of starting to irritate you because it's hot.
Good gods! And I like to take it out of my pocket.
Yeah,
What's wrong with this thing?
You almost drop it on the ground. It's like hot potato. And the number 15 is sort of swirling around quite brightly near the south gate. And vaguely...
And this is the one with the special hug elves on it?
Yeah, they're just holding their fingers to their
Scantily
lips.
clad.
Yeah, in gestures of silence, just shushing. And faintly, you can see this green energy swirling around the Dethic rune for number 12. And it gets a bit more intense as you head to the north.
Ah, right. So this one is 12. Does the heat fade as I go to the other one?
It's pretty hot. It's still hot. So this is number 12 up here that the gatestone displays. And so this one is decorated with these inlaid images of dancing goblins. And there is the letter D carved into the archer's keystone.
You said it was a little letter D?
Yeah, a capital D.
Interesting. Dancing goblins. Scantily clad elves telling us to shush on the other end.
A pretty major looking D.
It's all about the D, you know?
Not what I was getting at, but okay.
Well, isn't that? Aren't we in Dallister's dungeon? Isn't it D for Dallister?
No, Brew. Hallister. With the H. Hallister.
Somebody had to make the joke. I might as well bite the bullet.
I was gonna say that's why the other arch had the scantily clad elves.
Well. Perhaps we can think on how to open these as we continue on.
There are more archways and stuff in this level than there have been in the entire rest of the dungeon so far.
I think this may be a hub that we'll probably visit quite often.
This gate has elves having sex on it.
Oh, they're shushing.
Scantily clad.
They're shushing.
Pavel does think that's a special hug. He still hasn't. That's his personal quest. That's why he came to Undermountain.
I don't think Nox and Roland are going
Lies.
to explain it to him. I think we're going to let him find out for himself.
This picture interests me. I like the way they dressed. It invokes something inside of me. I don't know what.
Roland just smiles and checks the bodies of the Duergar.
The Duergar, they wear the same sort of gear that Clan Iron Duergar were wearing, just dull grey scale armor, iron shields, war picks and some javelins. No coins.
Yep. Alright, well, that's useless. What kind of Duergar doesn't carry coin?
The broke guy?
I suppose. Well, onward.
Where?
Sure.
Top or bottom?
Well, I prefer the top.
He prefers the bottom, so that's perfect.
Look, less work, more
12.
more view.
Oh, man.
You guys continue down these ancient dwarven halls, and very long. There are intersections and corridors branching off.
I go invisible again.
Turn up to your left here. Alright, dagger vanishes.
Looks like a room up there.
Some sort of room.
Yeah, there is a marble beer in the middle of the room up here. Yeah. An altar sort of thing. As you are coming closer, you actually see that it's like the way it's been carved. It's reminiscent with a rocking cradle made from stone. And the walls are also lined with stone panels bearing frescoes and dwarvish runes. They seem to tell a story. As you look at them on these panels, you see shows like a kingly man. And he's a dwarf. He wears a crown atop his head. He has a noble cape. And he's just giving and raising children. With his wife, many children, and his children's children, and their descendants. Several generations of dwarf. Alongside this kingly man. And there is something swaddled in the cradle. The cradle itself looks like a piece of art. And you hear something.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
The baby.
Oh my, it's a baby. Run.
No. I'm out. I'm done. Nope.
I'll reach in and like pull back the swaddling, see what I see.
There is a 2-foot-long statue of a dwarf.
Like a dwarf baby or like a full-grown dwarf?
Of a full-grown dwarf. And then you hear this chuckle. Loud booming laughter of Alistair.
Damn, Alistair.
Alistair, you have such a weird sense of humor.
Suddenly, your hand gets spiked rolling.
Oh,
and
okay.
You look in your hand, and the statue is a crystal crown with prisms of color. It's transformed into a crystal crown.
Well, that is interesting.
It looks like the same crystal crown that King Malayan wears in these these frescoes.
Very interesting.
Oh, because, something good is definitely going to come.
Well, I'm not going to just put it on.
It's pretty.
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
We can look at it later.
Oh, Pavel, there's some
no,
crystal.
No.
250 gold pieces worth. Hardly worth my time.
Oh, thank God.
I'll be taking the next 1,000 GP gemstone for sure.
We could have done that with the 750 GP you have on you, but I mean, you wanted, you wanted this one instead of the other one,
Well, I've got plenty of room. Alright,
Yep.
As you move into this room, you see more stone panels set into the walls, bearing more frescoes and dwarvish runes. There are also 6 stone pedestals standing before the frescoes. It looks like a coronation, and there's just shattered glass all over the floor here. All of the panels, all of the pedestals are empty. And as you look at these frescoes, it continues to tell this tale. it shows King Malayan, and he seems to be in a very humble state of his life here. He just looks like a dwarven miner or a prospector. He wears some overalls, he has some goggles on his head, looks kind of dirty, and he's in this massive hall, and he's pointing to these grand veins of mithril, like he's uncovered them, and then it shows an image of him and his kin sharing the wealth, and the words kith and kin written in dwarvish, and then it continues to tell us a story of dwarves coming and flocking to the underhalls of Melabode. And it looks like this is the beginnings of the Malayan Clan. And they crown Malayan as king of the clan. Give him gifts by acclaimed kings from various other dwarven families. A grand coronation. And the coronation seems to depict this room with 6 pedestals.
Wow.
And you see items that are gifted. A gem-studded cloak, an onyx smoking pipe, a fist-sized diamond, a red crystal tankard, and a golden belt with an obsidian buckle and studs.
Those sound familiar.
Didn't we?
What those-
Did we take all that off of her?
Aren't all those the things that we got off of Keller?
You got the cloak.
I mean,
Not all of it, but we do
Well,
have
the cloak is now bedazzling Turlei.
And so it should. Does
We
that
have
make
an
me a
onyx
king?
smoking pipe. I mean, no, it's just maybe the jewels. I don't know, maybe the item itself put on there, maybe the jewels is there. If the jewels need to put on there, I'm gonna put you on there, Turlei, just to test things out. But right now we don't have all the things needed. But
How'd you not go
I know we
and put me
definitely have
on
like, I
there?
think 3.
That's filthy. It's got broken glass. I'll cut myself.
I'll wipe it off before I put you on there.
You'll
Okay?
not put me anywhere
Don't worry.
near your crown jewels.
What? Wait, what? No,
What?
it's for this. It's for the gem-studded cloak that we put the gems on you for.
Okay, I might be warming up to her. She's seasoned Pavel.
So,
Pavel's
Are
just
there
talking
only-
to himself as well because Tiralai is saying it telepathically.
Exactly. Exactly. Honestly, it's not loud now. I don't care anymore. It's not even a map.
Roland's just like, okay. Moving on.
He's gonna do.
so in the frescoes, is it only the 5 items that are shown, even though there's 6 pedestals?
Yeah.
Maybe the
There's an
crown
item missing.
is the 6th.
It could be. A crown would be a gift for a king.
What did we not get from Keller that is among these items?
Red crystal's tankard.
Ah,
Did we get the smoking pipe?
I think you got everything
remember that.
from. Oh, you should have got everything from Keller.
I feel like we're
No.
missing something.
Didn't. Because some Durgar got away. A couple of Durgar ran
Oh,
off.
okay.
Oh,
well, can't win them all, I suppose.
damn it! I didn't know they would have that stuff, and I wanted to spare their lives.
Keller wore a couple of things, but yeah. The other Durgar. They had them
So are
in their
these?
packs.
Columns?
Yeah, some stone pillars, and they support a series of stone arches. The ceiling here is domed, 30 feet high, and there is another room here depicting the story of King Malayan, life and art, and more stone panels. These ones chronicle the birth of a little dwarven baby, common shield dwarf, struggling in his younger years, first as a brewer, then as a metalsmith, and as a stone carver, before finally becoming a prospector. And the story sort of leads you to the east where Pavel is. And Pavel, you continue to follow this story. And there's also some displays in this room. Now, the frescoes depict Malar, and it follows him through his early years of a prospector. Seems to be building a bridge over a river. He meets his first elf on the other side of the river, and he begins prospecting for ore and gems in caves and foothills, hiding from orcs, fighting a wyvern. In each scene, is joined by a small company of dwarf prospectors. There are 4 displays here, and one of them is smashed. It's treasure taken. But the other 4, they are encased under glass. Sorry, the other 3. And you see a rusty iron trowel. And looking at the fresco, it looks like the trowel that Malar used to spread mortar. You see the claw of the wyvern that Malar had slain, and an orc's helm split and sundered straight down the center.
What is a fresco like? Was there anything else in the last end of his journey for the fresco?
Well, it looks like this is sort of the start of this little museum tour, and then you go this way and then sort of go around. This looks like the start where he's being born, so you guys came from mid-story.
Okay, but there's an ending here, so trowel, claw, something cut in half, and then something missing.
There's
You
another
guys
room
coming?
up ahead here. And there's some more stone panels set into the wall. Suddenly, you see ghostly orbs of light, eyes of a beholder above you all.
Whoa.
When you look up, you see these long eye stalks of light dangling down above you. They're arranged just like the eyes of a beholder. It reminds you of Xanathar. They just sort of dance around, illuminating the hall, illuminating the frescoes. These ones, they tell of King Malar and his obsession with mithril. He discovers vast veins of metal. A very deep level of Undermountain. You can count every single layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 17 levels. He's in level 17. Chasing mithril. And he's fighting beholders. He's fighting Durgar. He's fighting Drow. Conquering any enemy that stands in his path.
This guy seems like a real cool guy if you manage to do all that.
He's definitely handy.
Handy with an axe, anyway.
Well, actually, technically he's not handy anymore.
No, apparently I'm handy. Because I've got this.
You could carve out your own fresco of a bunch of adventurers plundering his tomb and cutting his hands off.
Oh man!
To be fair, we
Take the
did not-
time to add that.
If I had stone carver's tools and was proficient, I would totally do that.
That is one tool I'm not proficient in.
This is where we came in, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that goes back to the little baby room.
If we
Maybe
rest, I
there's
can prepare
more in
stone shape.
I don't know about defacing such beautiful art, in my opinion, especially history.
I wouldn't
But-
deface the existing frescoes. Maybe just add some to the hallways.
I imagine that this leads
Oh.
back down to the gate. Eventually. There was another hallway that came off.
There
that.
you are. Don't leave.
Oh wow.
Nox and Pavel, they've headed off in the other direction, left you guys behind.
Ah.
Pavel, what do you see in this area?
Yep, this is where the Zorn were.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Alright, when you
So
guys
going
All the way back.
when
Where
you
do you
guys sort of exclaim, you hear the sound of clanking armor. Something moving towards you guys from the darkness to the west.
Okay, I'm gonna get my pistol out and just get ready to hit.
Garaguru! Garaguru!
I speak Dwarvish, so
Durga, he's
Right.
speaking in Dwarvish. Ah, who's there? Ah, you
Hello?
lot! You been seeing any king's hands around here?
no, we have not seen any King's Hands, unfortunately.
Just a lone Durga, looks like he's from Clan Iron Eye. And make a deception
Curious.
check, Nox. Yeah. Well then, piss off with ya.
But real
What
quick,
each of the items are we missing?
red tankard.
Red tankard.
I did have a question. Have you seen your clan leader, the Madam Skella?
Huh? Yeah, I've seen her before. What kind of questions are?
Well, no, more so in the past hour, the past day.
She is known to turn invisible from time to time.
Ah, she got all
valid
pissed
question.
off and sent a heap of us to go look for some dwarvy king's hand. Smash up the place in the process, and that's what I've been damn doing. She told us not to come back into it. Damn, come back with them damn hands.
Ah. Well,
Donkey piss.
question. Yes, donkey piss indeed. But I have a question. Would you happen to have a red tankard on you?
Huh? You want some of me ale? Piss off.
No. I'm more concerned about the cup, not the
Huh?
contents that you put in the cup.
Ah, what's it to ya?
Well, I'd be willing to possibly trade for it, buy it. Who knows?
Well, you have to go and see Skella. She got the men to go round up all of that valuable stuff and take it. I ain't no bloody... ugh, some shop boy. Now, I got jobs to do. Piss off! And he gets very grumpy and starts walking off.
On your way. Happy hunting.
Yeah!
My mom.
It's very scorched over here.
The tramples along,
Enjoy yourself.
grumbling.
Did we? I don't remember hiding the bodies.
We didn't, but I'm not too worried.
I don't think you went that far into.
The bodies are gone.
Because the bodies were literally like right here. Because this is where the fireball went off.
Wait a
That's why
minute.
it's scorched.
Yeah, the corpses of all
There's
those
supposed to
Durga
be-
gone.
That's strange.
Cool, somebody's been cleaning up the body.
That's not good.
Thing.
Look, it's like a video game. You just leave the area and it's...
That's what I want to believe, but I mean,
Yes.
let's be honest.
Repopulates. Shall we go north?
Where?
Yeah.
A little bit of a gate stone interaction here, Roland, slightly.
Oh man, here we go again.
Very faint and it's a little bit chilly.
Is this a door
Yeah,
here?
wooden door set to the east wall.
I'd like to open it.
A wooden door. You open it up, and
What the fuck?
Oh no.
What? I can't tell from half a token, what's in there?
The room is carved like other rooms. There are frescoes all over the walls. And standing around in the room, there are 7 crude wooden constructs resembling donkeys. Each one has the body made of a wooden keg that's been turned on its side. The head and neck is made of wood and sackcloth attached to one end of the keg, and the tail is made from a straw broom. Each one is held up by these 4 2-foot-long pegs.
You think they got ale in them?
Well, that would be a great thing. They're kind of cute, you know.
I agree. They're kind of cute.
This is very strange.
As you guys also look around, like above the donkeys, you see more of these frescoes, and they depict like warrior dwarves. They're defending their mountain home against incursions from enkegs, purple worms, umberholes, and other burrowing monsters.
I go up and knock on one of the kegs. Is it empty?
Empty.
I want to stroke one of the donkey's faces like you would a horse, and just, you know, they're kind of cute and handsome in their own.
Scamp is doing the same thing.
They're a little adorable.
It's just sackcloth.
I mean, they are just constructs. In fact, we just think that they're like they haven't moved or anything, so we think they're probably just sculptures.
Well, 7 identical sculptures like this would probably warrant a little more of a.
Well,
still.
they're definitely not like they're actual like a keg of broom, sackcloth, wood.
They almost look childlike, which is kind of funny.
I mean,
So
if,
can I take my time and you go say something, Scam? Sorry.
Sorry. I was gonna say, if I had to spend as much time as they did underground, then I might crave something like this at some point too. Especially if I didn't have my magic.
Can I quickly
Fair
just
point.
knock on all the kegs of the bodies of the mules?
Yeah, they're all empty.
Cool. All right.
I suppose these would be handy at a party.
Well, I'm more thinking, you know, if you need to. I mean, look at the size of them. If they're,
What kind of parties do you go to?
The best kind.
A war party. Take
If you
this
need-
out on.
If you needed a beast of burden, this is one that does not require food nor drink. You could work it literally till it fell apart.
And maybe it could carry drink. Take these out on a war party, and you got your kegs.
Which are indispensable for a war party, I assume.
Well, after. You want to have.
I suppose you'd want a nice strong mug of ale or 3 for either victory or defeat. Let's see if we can open this door.
I always find I'm thirsty after a good war.
I can hear like some grumbling and some voices when you open this door coming from around the corner to your left. Gar. And as you take a look further, you see some Durgar. They're just rifling through some books and papers, and they sort of stop what they're doing. You see 4 of them. Looks like a library, scriptorium. There are shelves and scrolls bound in copper wire lining these shelves. They're embedded into the east and west walls. There are these sliding iron ladders on rails that allow access to taller shelves, which top out at about 15 feet. And the Durgar, they immediately like sort of enlarge themselves when they see you all approaching.
No reason to enlarge so suddenly.
Ah, what you damn doing, gun down, do sneak up on us?
Well, we didn't mean to.
I clank in my armor.
You also notice a black cloak just sort of draped over the western ladder here. Ah! What you gone done doing? They say in Dwarvish.
So, let me. Can I just ask? I'm presuming you are part of Clan Iron Eye, yes?
Ah, we damn done gone seen you before!
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say you all look the same.
Ah,
but
listen
you
here,
all-
boy! You don't deserve to speak that dwarven tongue! Now, we got some business to do, so don't you piss off!
Well, this is a large library. Finish it, and we can all rummage and ransack in our own way.
Make a persuasion check, Nox.
Oh!
Nice.
Ah, damn many damn Dugan books. Yes, Skeller's been getting us to go look through reads and all this stuff and try to find some kingly hand in that. Well, go on then. Get damn done doing reading and look for some king hand too. Got it?
Oh! Did you not hear? She found it.
Huh?
I said, did you not hear? She found it. And she's a...
What? Damn dude, Duggan, damn Dudley. Make a deception check. Duggan, she damn didn't tell us.
No, she's back at the temple. She's had her moment, and they are getting ready to enter into the second false tomb. So, if you want to stay here and continue reading, by all means, but, it's something to...
Half of us can't even read. We're looking for picture books. Right, Cloaky. And suddenly, Pavel, the black cloak just unravels.
Whoa!
And a cloaker just sort of whooshes on by you. We're damn done here. Move out. And the enlarged Dorigar and the cloaker, they just start marching away.
I'm not sure if he just had a very limited vocabulary or he very much liked alliteration with the letter D.
Well, to be fair, if they were speaking in Dwarvish, all you guys heard was mumbling.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we would have heard the same consonant just constantly.
Would I have been able to see if any of them had the tankard that we're looking for?
I do speak
On them?
Dwarvish.
They just had backpacks on, but no. They had some like tankard sort of strapped to their backpacks, but none of them looked like particularly valuable. Just your typical drinking mug.
Red crystal is the key, my
And
boys
for-
and girls. Red.
You guys get 785 XP. You do feel like maybe that lie's not going to hold up for too long. 'Cause-
I'm okay with that.
By the way, Nox, what did you tell them?
I told them that Skella has made her way into the second false tomb, and that she found the hands, and they should go see her.
Ah, well, you do know that they'll probably be back-faced, right?
Well, if we are lucky, we will be done with our business and possibly away from here by that point.
Hopefully.
Where? Yeah. Well, look, I try to avoid unnecessary conflict if we can. There's no point in it, and to be fair, picking on them in their rather swollen states, it just feels wrong.
If you ever need it, I can try to pretend to be Skella.
That is true. And if they come back, that actually might be a really handy thing. But, yeah, for the time being, they don't seem smart enough to really know what they're doing.
Scamp, do you still have the detect magic spell?
I do.
Because it occurs to me that a library might be a very good place to put a magical item or tome.
I mean, I can use it once per day because it's my. Was part of the
Well,
use for bog.
Furbog magic.
Before you do that, Scamp, and I do not want you to expend yourself unnecessarily, I whip out the Wand of Secrets and I'm gonna do a quick flick of the wrist and spell a
Alright,
charge. See,
No traps or secret doors in this area. It brings
That's
up
not going to tell
nothing.
us what magic items are. Just
no,
what-
but it might be a hidden door. A lot of things can be hidden away.
Looking
That's not a bad
around
idea.
this room, there are just a heap of scrolls and vellums, and 2 rows of stone desks and chairs, sort of facing the entrance. And the tops of the desks have actually been angled slightly down to the north, and they have inkwells carved in them. And
Scribe desks.
there are lots of holy texts and scrolls, and a heap of it's already been rifled through. Many of the pages have just sort of, the books have just completely come out of their bindings and just been torn and shredded, and it looks like the dwarves has been ruining this place.
Could I go ahead and use for bulk magic to cast detect magic?
Okay. When detect magic comes up, you just see the swirling arcane weave around you, and the only magic you detect is that coming off the items of your allies.
Well, it was a thought.
This wasn't a bad thought. We've found spell books and spell scrolls in these before.
To be fair, we have obviously checked for hidden things of all various kinds, both magical and mechanical. I think at this point it is safe to say that this room is a dud.
Well, I suppose so. If you don't like Dwarven literature anyway.
I'm not saying it's not good, I'm just, it's not my thing. Too many
I like it either.
consonants. It's a very rough language.
Is there any chalk of the magical type around?
Oh,
Or would the chalk that Nox would need for his spell?
There's no chalk in this room.
it's not a bad thought
There's
either.
no quills or anything like that. Keep in mind, these halls were probably carved 2,000 years ago.
So I need, just so everyone knows, I'm looking for rare chalks and inks infused with precious metals and gem flakes.
How much are they worth?
Per spell use of teleportation circle, I need 50 GP.
Okay.
When you say that, Bruce starts looking through his pack as if he's pretty sure he might have some. Yeah, I think I saw some.
Would we be able to make that for you? Just get regular ink and then just get some of our gems or the mithril that Brew has retrieved and make that ourselves.
Would we be able to make that, Seb?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Honest question.
Before I leave this room, is there like some parchment and ink and quill I could grab?
No ink and quill, and there's no bits of parchment either, unless you want to just take a page from that's been ripped out of a book. The paper is so brittle, it just basically falls apart in your hand.
I'll leave it then.
I have ink and
Yeah, you can just get some gems, crush them up, and mix them around with some ink, and just sort of shake it, and ta-da, done.
Ta-da!
do a bit of chanting,
I mean, that would give us
don't
the
do it
inks, but
in
not
front
the
of,
chalk.
bit of prestidigitation.
Just don't do that in front of Turalai.
Alright. Up in this room, there is some decor. Blunted pickaxes hanging with shields every 10 feet.
Oh, I do have chalk. Brew has chalk. I have 4 bits of chalk.
Up ahead here, there is a set of double stone doors. and there are some Dethic runes carved into the floor here. They Nox. They are the runes for safety and strength.
Well, only one of two things is going to come of this. We will all die a horrible death by something that is meant to protect this area, or that it is merely a decoration and served no purpose since the time they died.
Well, I haven't been killed this way before, so either way, we win.
Any manners?
Drew, your just vigor for life has always made me so happy to know.
Well, thank you.
Can I check for traps on the double doors?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Here goes me rolling horribly.
Got it.
Hmm.
The doors themselves, they are made from stone and are set with locks, which is unlike most doors that you've seen. They're also made from like this basalt, and doesn't appear to be any traps or anything like that. But they do look actually locked.
I will try to unlock them.
Alright, you know what to do.
Have I detected anything magical in this hallway?
No.
I rolled a freaking 5.
No more magic. You unlock it, Dagger, and the second you do that, you and Pavel both fall.
What do we fall into?
A pit trap filled full of acid.
Yep.
Make a dexterity save, each of you.
Oh, thank God. If not, I'm gonna freaking use Featherfall. Ooh.
Pavel, you try to grab onto a nearby ledge, and so do you, Dagger. And you're just not quick enough. You grab the air, and both of you fall.
Before that
Oh,
happens,
wait,
I'd like to cast. Sorry about
I have not evasion. I still have Bardic Inspiration, don't I?
Nah, that's gone. It's been more than 10 minutes. Probably been about 30 minutes.
Wasn't sure how long.
Okay. Both of you slowly fall into the acid, and it
Someone save
us! You just it still happens quite quickly, and both of you just descend. You don't take actual falling damage, but you do land in this bubbling pit. It's not actually acid. It's like a corrosive gas that sort of starts billowing up through these holes in the floor. Both of you take 11 points of acid damage. And, yeah, you're going to keep taking that damage if you don't get out of there quick.
When that happens, I'm going to... I'll get up to Brew, if Brew will hold on for a second.
Yeah.
And I'll play a quick...
Grappling hook?
couple of chords on the guitar, and I'm gonna cast Fly through the guitar. So this is the spell from the guitar.
I am dropping
on Brew. Go get them.
dropping
Hurry.
invisibility.
Okay.
Grappling hook.
Fly on Brew.
The
Okay.
pit is
Yeah.
20 feet deep, and Dagger, you throw a grappling hook up. Make a dexterity check, Dagger. Try and
I'm rolling
grapple.
horribly. Don't make me.
That was a saving throw.
Oh, sorry.
What did you roll? A 6. That gives you a 10. Alright, you can. A 10 is enough to grapple onto the side here. And Brew, you've got 60 feet of fly speed. Alright, Dagger, you're able to sort of climb out. You will need to make an athletics check, and you're going to take more acid damage on the way out, unfortunately. You take another 9 acid damage from the gas.
Not a strength. Not a strength.
Athletics. Alright, you try to climb up the rope, Dagger, and you're struggling. Meanwhile, we need to go to Pavel. What do you do, Pavel?
If she's already thrown it, has she fallen from the grapple, or can I... Okay, can I grab her and then climb up on the rope?
She doesn't fall.
That's what I'm saying.
She just...
Okay, good.
She's trying to climb up the rope, and she's just not strong enough.
Alright,
And-
I'd like to... Is it possible I can also climb up the rope, or no?
You can try and climb up the rope as well.
Cool. Oh, wow.
Alright.
Wow.
you also take some more acid damage, Pavel. You take 15 points.
Whoa!
And now, Brew, if you're going to fly down and grab him, you can do so now.
I will do so.
Now's the time.
I will do so.
Alright, you fly down, and you fly down into the gas, and you take 10 points of acid damage. And then you can grab them both and take them to safety.
Is it wrong? I just imagine a really large, tattooed, balding Peter Pan taking action.
That's exactly right. Yarr!
The gas just keeps on sort of hissing up through these holes in the floor, and it just sort of sits low. It doesn't rise up more than 10, 15 feet of the 20 feet deep pit.
So it's a heavy gas.
Yeah. Sort of just gets shot up and then just sort of floats back down.
I don't like thinking of Brew as Peter Pan because that would make me Tinkerbell.
I mean,
you're our
Canon,
Tinkerbell.
Roland's nickname is now Tinkerbell.
Roland turns
Tinkerbell.
around and shakes his wings. There you go, Brew! Pixie dust!
it's part of being an elf.
What have we done?
That would make we'd all be darlings. Like, Scamp would be Scamp darling. That was Wendy's last name. Like, I see Scamp for some reason.
Look, that just makes me a lost boy, which I'm okay with.
Roland is confident enough in his own masculinity that he does not mind being called Tinkerbell.
Brew, can you
Yeah,
that open?
yeah.
Alright, you fly over and pull the door open. And there's an illuminated chamber here.
Looks.
Can we squeeze by?
No, but Brew can taxi you guys over one by one. Or you could risk it and do an acrobatics check, but it's safer.
No, I think I think I'm okay with Brew taxing.
Alright, this looks like an armory. There are, first of all, 4 glowing quartz pillars. There are 20 dwarf-sized wooden mannequins standing in 2 rows of 10 in the middle of the room. There are stone racks mounted on the walls. They hold battle axes and war picks. And set into the back of the alcove to the south, there's yet another stone arch.
Aha. This is what I was feeling before then. Let's go check it out.
Now this one looks familiar. It has the images of dancing dwarves showing a variety of different configurations carved into the arch itself.
I'll take out the gate stone. Is it glowing a particular number?
Yeah, it's sort of cool to the touch, and the number 8 glows.
Okay. Where did we see the other dancing dwarf?
Just
Remember.
Up on the 5th level with the drow. You didn't let
Willowwood.
me kill.
It was in the
Oh.
dragon's horde room.
Right.
I go back invisible.
But then know where you are because you smell so nice.
All in all, there are 20 suits of dwarf-sized scale mail, 20 battle axes, 20 war picks, 20 steel shields, each one emblazoned with the symbol of Dumathoin, and all of them are in remarkably good condition.
Any of them magical?
No magic, just the arch gate. Getting a little bit of abjuration magic from that scamp.
Roland, do you or Scamp? I mean, you are very observant.
You also get illusion magic from the pillars, hence they glow.
Glowing.
Illusion magic from the pillars?
Yeah, they're glowing.
Oh, okay.
Can I touch a pillar?
It's just cool to the touch. Nothing happens when you touch it. You can just see the.
Do we think this would be a good place for secrets, maybe? And I'm like holding the wand of secrets, kind of like, maybe.
Well, let's take a poke around first.
You can make a perception check for secret doors.
Yes.
Roland will do that.
I was gonna say, Nox is gonna kind of look around too.
Roland doesn't really care.
Yeah, I'm finding.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any secret doors in this room.
Well, usually they don't have secret doors in rooms that are already protected by acid traps, but then again, this is a place that is dedicated to Dumathoin.
It's also, quite frankly, it's Undermountain. I've stopped trusting everything.
I suppose that's true. We want to be like the Duergar and destroy this.
Back across?
Yes, please, Brewer, thank you.
If you do not mind.
Not at all.
And as soon as he puts me down, I'm like press the digitate in myself. Don't want the oil from his hands on my on my leather jacket.
Alright, just as you guys get back into this room as well, the 10-minute spells will go down.
Alright. So the fly will last for a little longer.
Oh, how long's
fly's
fly?
an hour.
Is it?
It is. Oh no, it's only 10 minutes. I could have swore it was an hour. What was I thinking? This an hour? I don't know. I may be getting it mixed up with something else. That's fine. It did its job.
Polymorph, maybe?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It's just an empty room over here.
See, now this is the place where I would think that there's something else.
Exactly.
You know, sure. I flick the wand of secrets again.
No traps or secrets.
Damn.
Boo.
Well, they had to put in some false trails, I suppose.
This looks like a mustering hall, so you can imagine dwarves coming here and arming themselves. Getting ready for war, getting ready for battle.
South should lead us back to the rooms with the frescoes.
Oh, we didn't go up from this room over here. Woo!
From,
This way with the donkeys.
From which room?
The donkeys. And then
Uh,
up that way.
There's an up room.
Well, not up room, but an up hallway. I don't know if we've been there. Have we?
No, we haven't. You are correct.
Maybe we have. We just don't know.
I'm trying to map this place a little bit too as we go, so if I lag behind every now and then, that's what I'm doing.
We have been here.
I call down the hallway. I have found the door.
Ooh.
Alright, this door is actually ajar.
Oh, I would have not been that close if that was ajar.
And you can hear some noise coming from beyond.
I'd like to slowly open it for the suspense.
Alright, you open it up and there's a single Duergar in here, ransacking the place. There are ceremonial relics that have been smashed. There are wall niches that are completely emptied, their contents smashed and worthless on the floor. There are iron censers that have been tipped over, stone candlesticks that have been broken, crystal orbs that have been shattered onto the ground, black funeral helms for a Duergar in the process of just battering one, just denting it. Gah! Gah! Ah! Just smashing up the place. And he looks up at you all. Ah! And out of just like sort of survival sense, he just enlarges himself. Ah!
Must be a reflex. I want to like touch touch my throat and cast tongues on myself, so I can actually speak to these people. I need to learn a lot of languages.
What you doing sneaking up on me like that?
Well, we're not exactly sneaking. One, you left the door open, and two, stop doing that.
I'm almost damn dootin' put me pick through your skull.
What?
Almost damn Dootin put me pick through your skull.
Oh,
You need me
Right,
to clean
so-
those elfish ears of yours out with me pick, boy?
no, but I need you to stop destroying these relics. Aren't they part of your dwarven heritage?
Huh? Oh, you lot. I done been seen you before.
I'll show you.
You done been dumb is what you are. You really think we give a fuck about all this dwarven shit? We've come here to trash the place. Serves them right for leaving us behind. Get munched on by brain suckers and all that. Dwarven schmorven. Puh! I spit on that dwarven king and I piss on his grave. And I shit in his ale flagon.
Well, don't do that. You'd have to throw half.
You just mentioned something that I would like to expand upon. You said you mentioned being munched on by brain munchers. Was that on this level?
Huh? Oh, no. About 1,000 years ago now. Dwarves never forget.
He's talking about the history of the Duergar, Nox.
Look,
I'm actually more interested in the last thing you said, shitting in his mug of ale, or you wouldn't happen to have that mug, would you?
Huh? What?
It's red.
Oh, no, I don't have it.
That's missing. Ah, well,
But it won't be red by the time I'm finished with it. And he slaps you on the shoulder, Roland. Like missing teeth. His teeth are all rotten and his breath stinks.
I'll cast prestidigitation where he touched me. Just like, I think you have very serious bowel problems, sir, if what's coming out of this red.
He said it wasn't going to be red.
Oh, I thought you said it was going to be red. Okay, got it.
He would have serious bowel problems if he did say that.
Yeah, I misunderstood.
Well, there ain't nothing left to smash up in that place anyway. Moving on. He goes to like push by you guys.
Well then. It's a rather disturbing character. It's a shame that he did this, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much we can do about it now. Watching Scamp like slowly try to cast mending on all these small things, I'm like, Scamp, just let it be. It's a tomb at this point.
Well, it seems a shame to like leave all this stuff broke.
I agree, but at the same time, there's not much we can do that would give it any kind of bluster or significance at this point anymore.
Well, and I suppose that I'm just making up for the fact that I feel a little guilty that we're carrying around the hands of of King Malayan, but we're a little irreverent ourselves.
To be fair, and Nox kind of pulls them out. He's wrapped them up in like a bit of like cloth to make them, and he's done so in a little more of a ceremonial way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. To be fair, I did not take the hands. I merely took the hands from the thief. Where? I mean, come on.
I mean, it's kind of the circle of life in a weird way. Sort of, maybe.
I guess.
Making use of all the resources of the dead or something. I don't know.
That guy looked a little dumb. I want to kind of sift through the stuff that he smashed, see if he.
Yes,
maybe
I would also like to
Alright,
take
so,
a look around.
yeah, you just see everything has been absolutely trashed here. They haven't left. He didn't leave behind anything of value undestroyed, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Well. Damn.
Just ripped everything off the shelves, smashed it, knocked everything over, and just started battering everything.
It just seems a terrible waste. If nothing else, it's valuable. Could be good.
There's only one way we're going to stop them from destroying this place.
Oh, I know. It's by killing them all, but...
Dagger, we've talked about this. You cannot just kill everyone. Pavel, did you have something you
I
want to
didn't
show us?
Oh,
I
no,
did
no,
not
I'm just
say-
doing something that's like...
I did not say I wanted to kill them. I said that was the only way.
I guess that was me putting words in her mouth. I'm sorry about that, Dagger.
Now, you guys have been in this room. This is another room that's been looted.
Okay, we have been in this room. Okay. This is before I started mapping things.
Matt.
I see that. I see arrows. Oh, okay. This goes straight south is the temple. Okay.
These are workbenches, I think.
Yes. They are.
Oh yeah, this is the work area.
I think Pavel got some.
Yeah, this is very close to where you guys entered from level 5.
This is where
This
I've
is the
lessened and
shovel hell
gone.
I don't think you guys
door-
really searched around this room, though. I think you kind of just moved through it.
Oh, just kind of wrote it off as nothing being here.
Yeah.
Search this room.
Might as well search it now.
While they're searching, I'll just go around
Again,
casting mundane again.
It just looks like the Durgar have been through here, and so now you guys know their true intentions. They just want to destroy the place. They've smashed all of these shelves, and they've just... it looks like it was like a reliquary with some valuable art in it. But unlike the other room, it looks like the Durgar did leave behind a few things, failing to note their value. There is a 10-inch tool, Lapis, Lazuli, Statuette, and straight away Tiralai points that out. Oh, it's worth 75 GP. Hardly worth my time.
What's it a statuette of?
It's, it looks like King Malayan.
This might be important for one of the,
There's also a
Yeah.
funeral shroud with shards of blue quartz sewn into it. That's worth 125 GP. That's Tiralai.
Hardly with it. Right.
And there is that's just sort of been thrown against the floor a triptych, which is like a 3-panel relief carving. It sort of shows a little bit of a story, and it depicts King Malar meeting a female dwarf and them getting married. Worth 250 GP. 3 feet long. It will fit in a bag of holding, and it weighs 25 pounds.
Yeah, Nox just kind of scoops it up and starts putting it away.
I think it might be better, Nox, if we just start like generally putting things in your you put your things in your bag, and then like unless somebody specifically says, "I put this in my bag." then-
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Just have one person do it, and then when yours gets full, you could swap over to Roland if you like. Do it like that.
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll keep mine until it's full.
Good deal.
Alright, and then you just sort of come back to this area. You've done a loopsy-doo.
So if we go back to the temple and head east again, there was a corridor down that we did not go down, and also in the gate room that had the special hug gate, we did not go down a hallway there either.
Was there any areas to the west we didn't explore? Because southeast is eventually going to lead us to level 7.
I think that we fully explored the western portion of this place.
I didn't write this down, so hopefully Seb can help me remember. There was a room that you said was a good rest room, or a good room to rest in. It's not a restroom.
That's sort of near the false tomb, the triple false tombs sort of dealio.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it had 4 different doors in it. Did we explore all those doors?
Four
I think there
different
might
doors.
actually be some places in the west we haven't been to.
There
now
was
that I
some
think
doors
about it.
around that area. There was like a mummification slab and whatnot. You guys had searched that area.
Okay.
There's definitely places in the east we haven't done though.
The Temple of Doomathoin is to the
Yeah.
south.
The quickest way back to where we were. Go back through the temple and hook a left or east.
The door's actually ajar when you get closer. You notice that.
Were they open before?
They were closed before.
Do I hear Dwargar ahead?
Yeah.
No, you don't hear or see any Durgar. The Temple of Doomathoin is empty.
I wonder if when they see all of their dead kin, and possibly cover, if they won't just run away.
Well, the bodies were gone.
True.
Does Preta Creepa come to this level?
I don't think so.
Over this, in this direction, you can hear a bit of chatter, and you actually hear those giggles again. When you move into this area.
I believe we have lost Nox. I don't know where he went.
I did. Sorry, I got lost down a corner. Help me, Sam!
Yeah,
I'm at the temple, I think.
move you up.
Yep. Cool.
Hey! Someone to the north calls out, and a Duragar comes running. Hey, hey, hey! What damn Dootin?
Newton damn nothing.
You seen Skella?
Not in a while, no.
Well, we went and checked out, and you realize it's the Duragar from before, it's from the library. We went and checked out where that tomb was. And it's all empty like, all smashed up in that. And there ain't no damn Dootin way that Skella would leave behind one of her kin. So you know something. And I knows that you know something. And another Duragar comes up behind him, and Dagger, you notice two Duragar sort of moving around this way, sort of in a flanking position, and the cloaker is fluttering behind them. Now, what do you knows?
I swear to you, sir, if we had known something, we would have told you. Why would we lie?
You know, Roland, and I'm walking with my hands kind of raised in a non-threatening way. My friendly Durgar compatriots, I do believe that this is a moment in which you will find shapes your life. And in such, I will say, there needs to be no conflict here. If you have an accusation, make it. But if you have no accusations, let us pass.
I'm saying that you've done something to Skella.
Well, we did not do anything that she did not deserve.
Ah, that's it. I've had enough of that tongue wagging, speaking dwarvish when it has no right to. And he just draws his war pick, and he just charges at you.
Can I solo cast something before we start?
Bit late now. It sort of just runs at you aggressively. Right. As soon as you sort of say that, you trigger him, Nox.
Oh, I get to go first anyways.
Oh, Roland. You suck at initiative.
Dude! That's like your Bane curse right there.
Only the cloaker's worse. Oh well.
Alright. I am going to take... Where did we see the cloaker? Where's that?
You didn't see it. Dagger saw it around this way.
Oh, daggers. Okay, so I didn't see it.
Because she
which
was
is
sort
fine,
of
so I-
chilling out invisible over there.
Yeah.
The Dragar sort of crept
Oh,
up
you're
around
invisible
the
now.
side.
I can't see you. You know, Dagger, I would always love to do this to you, but you always go invisible before I can. So I'm going to twin haste Pavel and Brew because I can't see Dagger.
I'll be visible in just a second.
Alright, haste goes on the two of you.
And I'll come down here next to Scamp.
Dagger.
Yeah. I'll come over here. Actually, I will come over here. And I will shoot the cloaker.
Alright, as you look at the cloaker, you sort of see these shimmering images surrounding him, like a mirror image.
Oh yeah, that's right, they have that thing.
Yeah, it's like there are like 4 cloakers there, just sort of shimmering around. You can't tell which one's the real one. Dancing around another.
Not
Okay.
even with True Sight?
Doesn't have true sight.
Okay, then I will quickly go damn and just aim at
Actually,
this.
let me see. Relies on senses other than sight. Actually, with your what's the range there, Dagger, of your blind sight? Actually, with your blind sight, you can close your eyes and just sort of picture the true one.
Okay, then I will do that. Blindfold me.
You close your eyes and you just sort of rely on that blind sense. The dagger sort of paints a picture in your mind, and then
Use
you
the
open your
force.
eyes, you use the force, and you hit.
Use the force, Dagger. Use the
You
force.
shoot. And take a shot at it. You directly hit the true one, and it just sort of screeches as it flaps around, with the bolt catching it. And then it sort of yells at you in undercommon, "Oh, you gonna pay for that, bitch!"
Flying manta rays talking is always really fun.
Alright, this
Especially-
Durga, he just keeps on running at you, Nox. And he sort of dashes, provoking from Pavel and Roland. He just seems pissed at you. And
Come on, Bevel.
either you guys want to attack?
Oh yeah, I'm a pistol weapon, but hopefully I hit.
You do hit him.
Alright, 1d4 plus 4, 3.
Alright, when you hit him, Pavel, instead he stops there. You whack him,
Ooh.
and he sort of rubs his head as you sort of whack him over the side of the head. Oh boy! And then he swings at you instead, and he misses. All right, this Duragar moves up invisibly. Boo! And he swings at Brew with advantage, and you just hear him as the war pick just whooshes in the air, and then the invisibility shroud drops. This
There's
Durgar
another one over there, Brew.
runs up and he does the
Wind.
same thing, and Brew just sort of turns absentmindedly, just sort of inadvertently knocks his shield up against the war pick and blocks the attack. And then Durgar sort of bounces backwards. He's too visible now. Pavel.
Gonna pull. No, I can't pull up there. I'm gonna use crossbow expert. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot not randomly shooting, just shooting there. Gonna hit that one right there. All hypered up, sugar hide from haste. Boop. Oh
It's a
wow.
mess.
Again.
That hits. You sink a bullet straight into his armor, hitting him in the torso.
Hasted action.
And that's another hit. You hit him again, and he's badly wounded.
And then bonus action.
And you fire again, hitting him once more, and then he just drops to the ground dead.
And then I've always wondered on this: if I use action search, does that mean I could use the hasted action again, or is that already wasted?
It gives you another action. The haste action is a special action on its own, so that will not. You don't get another one of those.
Got it. Okay. Gonna move here. And then... No, I'm gonna go. Sorry, first time. End of turn. Quickly. Damn it.
Alright, this Durgar is just going to run at you, Pavel, and he's just going to swing with his war pick. Miss. Brew.
Right. He'll say something about Tempest. You'll honor Tempest with your deaths, maybe? And I'll do a reckless attack at the lower, the more southern one there.
That's a hit. And you pierce straight through his scale mail.
And again.
And another hit. Cleave through his armor again, badly wounding him.
And the haste action.
That's another hit. And you hit him again, and he's pulled that pick out and he's bleeding profusely, close to death.
I'll leave it at that.
Scam.
I'm going to, if I get here, do I have line of sight on that one, or is Bruce still in the way?
I mean, you have line of sight, but Brew just provides half cover.
Why, thank you, Seb.
Only half, not 3/4.
Yeah.
He's not total cover. Scam, how could you say that?
I'm sorry, bro. You just make me laugh and then I cough. Anyway, I'm gonna produce flame at the one that Bruce hit a few times.
That's a miss. He just glances the fire off of his shield. Roland.
Alright, let's, I would say start this off right, but this is nowhere near the start. But we'll go ahead and power chord for all of my allies. Man, inspiration.
Alright, 11 temp hit points. I think Nox hasn't been hit, so I think you just gain 1 Nox.
Yep.
Being around me is like being... like resting in the heart of the mountain. Except better.
Oh, and I have 80 feet of movement, so can I use it? Oh, no. was gonna say I'm just gonna use it to run around to loop.
Run around back and forth.
So I guess I will keep my reaction.
And I'll use my action to viciously mock this dwarf here, or Durgar.
Okay. With advantage, he fails, and his beard falls out, collapses to the ground dead.
You should have run away when you had the chance, sirs.
He dies from the shock of losing his beard. Alright, the cloak, it whooshes around the corner.
Oh, thought about that.
And the sort of shimmering images, they sort of dissipate with some light sources. And it's going to use its tail on Brew. That misses. And it's actually going to back up and end its turn there. Nox.
Ooh. I will use 10 feet of movement to get by Scamp. And I will... come to here and try and put my hand around this guy's forehead and just shock and grasp him.
That's a crit. It electrocutes him quite badly, and smoke's coming out of his ears, but he's still standing.
Oh, not for long.
Dagger.
Okay.
That actually misses the Durgar.
I'm not surprised.
Holds up his shield and you're right.
I've been only hitting half the time tonight. Disengage.
Alright, this Durgar is gonna run up a bit closer and take a swing at you, Nox, using his war pick.
I will shield that.
Alright, you shield the war pick and it just bounces straight off. And he ends his turn there. Pavel.
Okie dokie. Shoot this guy right in front of me.
First shot misses.
Not so good right now.
Second shot hits. That was a very good shot. Just hit him straight in the side.
Then I'm gonna, even if it hits me, it's fine. I'm gonna run over here.
He will take a swing with that war pick. It's way too slow.
Then I'm gonna aim at this one right in front of Nox and shoot him with the R2 bullets.
That hits him. And it's a headshot. He falls back, hitting the ground dead.
Well done,
Then using my bonus action, I'm gonna aim back over here, load in another pellet and smoke packet.
That hits. And you smoke him. Magical smoke comes out of the pistol, and in the wake of that, Durgar falls to the ground, smoke trailing up off of his armor.
And I'll just really hyper, gonna run through them, and I'm gonna use action surge. I'm gonna fire another 2 shots at this one right over here.
Alrighty, he's sort of squinting his eyes. Ah! That hits. Shooting for 12 piercing.
And then my last shot.
And another hit.
Sweet.
Sort of just sink another bullet into his leathery back. And he's kind of bleeding quite badly.
End of turn.
You just hear the You hear the Halo announcer. Double kill. Headshot.
Alrighty,
I'll use a free action to do hasted high fives with Pavel.
Hell yeah.
And right up here, reckless attack, swing a war pick at. Oh wait, is he 30 feet up?
No, that's his images. This
right,
ceiling is it barely fits in this room.
Okay.
This is the one where the stalkers were. That hits. And you just sort of catch him with the war pick. It just shreds through his leathery flesh. And you hit him again. And you only just clip him with that attack. And that's a crit. Alright, you dig the war pick in to the back of his head this time. And he roars in pain as he's like flapping around like crazy. Almost dead. Scamp.
I'm gonna try and produce flame in him.
Spell sort
No.
of just smoke comes out of your hand. Rolling.
I'm going to attempt to mock this thing to death.
Ooh, I hope so.
And it just face plants the ground.
Is that
You
too
fail at
mockery?
I'm just laughing at it.
2 mockery kills in a single fight.
Yeah.
That's a record for Roland.
Double kill.
Yes.
The double kill.
Oh. Well, they should have left when they saw that Skella was not around anymore. I mean, obviously, took care of them.
Since we're here, check them really quick if they have any of the sacred items that we were looking for.
They have none, unfortunately.
Boo.
Just their
Probably the
weapons
ones
and
that we-
armor.
Probably the ones that were with Skella for a while. So the ones that came and ran away. Went back to
There
the
is
door.
a room to the north here that you guys didn't check that the Duragar came out from.
Oh yeah, the door is open now.
And we'll take a break now. And when you look in this room, you see
Oh.
some legs sticking out of a chest. See you guys back soon.
Oh.
Too hyper.
The mimic.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first thought.
Apple's moving so fast I can't even take the haste icon off of his token.
I've told you he's too hyper right.
I'll see you guys shortly.
All right.
Alright.
Oh man.
So many doors, portals.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonder if some of
I've
them are
actually
fake.
got a. Since last session, I've started to map this place out. It's a simple map. It's not to scale. It's just boxes with numbers and then notes for each number.
That's still pretty cool.
And then denotes where gates are, what number the gate was showing, what the keystone had on it, stuff like that. So
Perfect.
once I get it, I have it on like 3 different sheets of paper at this point. So once I get it put together in a good way, I can
Yeah.
I can share it with everybody.
So, I was trying to follow. Do we actually have the capacity to make the spell components that Nox need?
Yeah, I think Seb said that we could.
We have like chalk and we have ink and we can.
Well, we don't even need the chalk. I mean, it just said chalks or inks.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
So if we have ink, and then we use some shavings of the mithril, and then like crushed up.
Yeah.
him,
Gems in our bare hands.
and then just get a little stirring stick and just
I have
stir it around.
jeweler's tools. I can.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you could
You can make that.
crush it. Yeah, because I mean we should pop back up, sell buy some stuff.
I feel like I don't know if we're almost done exploring the whole entire dungeon, but I feel like we are. I don't know. I feel like this one's tiny compared to. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's still plenty to do. Like just looking at my map right now, we have this room that we haven't explored, and then you go south, and then like there's another there's a few passages. Well, there's one passage from the room with 2 gates in it. The special hug gate, anyway. There's another passage we haven't been to. I think if we go east.
Oh yeah, the bottom.
I think if we go east from the path we're on right now, I think we'll eventually get back to there. It'll probably hook back up. A lot of this kind of intermingles. So we'll see.
It's pretty cool of you to make a map, though. How are you doing it?
Like I said, it's just it's very simple, not to scale. I should have symbols for everything. So I have for a room, I do a square or a rectangle or whatever. I don't, because I want to do it quickly. So I don't like count like the squares
Definitely.
or anything that are in the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Like relational. It's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X's for traps. I do circles for doorways. A circle with a line through it for big double doors. And then for gateways, I have a little box with like rays coming off of it. For gates, just symbols to keep everything nice and neat. And then for hallways, it's just lines. Like it's just like kind of thick lines, so it doesn't take up too much of my sheet. I'm just doing it on notebook paper.
Still pretty cool. You know, it'd be awesome if you had cartographer tools. So maybe in game wise, you can have a reason. Well, you don't have to have a reason to do that, but maybe add some sort of benefit.
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be pretty cool. I think that would be I actually thought of if Roland were to somehow. This was back before we had access to like reincarnation and raised dead and all that stuff. Like if Roland had died early on, like in the dungeon crawl era, I think that'd be a really cool motivation for a new character. Like just a cartographer that wanted to map out Undermountain.
That would sell a lot.
And just go down with a lot of ink, a lot of vellum, and then just go to town.
Imagine all the money you could make. I mean, like you don't get to have like maps of. Well, then again, didn't it say that also like it's ever-changing dungeons down here?
There might be some. So far, none of them have just like seriously changed on us. Like hallways just not being there anymore and stuff like that. And I'm sure there's a lot of secrets that we've missed, but who knows?
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Word.
Everyone backish. Alright. Maybe we're still waiting for a couple of people, but we'll resume.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Alright, coming into this room, the first thing you notice is a bed. And at the foot of the bed, there is a stone trunk with the lid thrown open. And there are the legs of a dead Duragar sticking out of it. There's a war pick lying on the floor nearby.
Alright. And I will step very carefully where I'm not very close to the trunk.
You can see a number of darts sticking out of her back.
Ah. Well, okay, well, maybe not a mimic then, it's just trapped. Alright. A little more mundane.
The bed itself is made from white marble, and its corner posts have been carved to resemble dwarven warriors standing at attention. There's also a number of empty alcoves along the walls. And peering into the chest, it looks like its contents have been emptied already.
So, the bed, the whole bed is made out of white marble, like including like the
Dwarves they just sleep on.
and the pillows and.
There's none of that. It looks like it's just sort of turned to dust. But yeah, dwarves just sleep on stone beds and whatnot. Comfortable for them.
I will never understand dwarves.
I'd like to lay on the stone bed.
It's super uncomfortable.
I don't know how they can do this.
I don't. Probably because they're at least a foot shorter than you. Your legs are hanging off.
This is true.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's a little strange that there's just a bed here.
Anyone who is anyone trained in religion?
I am not.
I pray to God, but I'm not religious.
You wouldn't really understand the meaning of this room too much.
I am not either.
Someone's bedroom.
Well, while we're here, and I'll kind of go around the walls and I'll look for secret doors.
You can make a perception check.
You never know.
Checking all the alcoves, and there are no secret doors.
What if there's special significance in the shape of this room? Suppose we'll never know.
But maybe the bed is secret. I want to check under it, or anywhere around it.
The bed is raised up off the ground, and underneath it is full of dust. But there's nothing under there.
Oh, and I'll do a quick check of the Durgar too. I assume that any valuables would be gone.
Alright, her body is
Never
super
heard of
heavy, and the darts, they seem to have come from the ceiling, the way they're angled down. And they've just riddled her body, pierced straight through her armor. And the chest is empty. Looks like someone else maybe was in here with her and decided to take everything after her springing the trap.
It's not very clan-like of them, but Well, from what I've seen so far, this tracks. Well,
Back
onward, I
over this
suppose.
way, there are the other two dead Durgar, and then there's a passage to the south that you guys hadn't been through yet. At the end of this passageway, there's an intersection, east and west.
Let's.
You hear a little bit of clamoring now, coming from the east. Sounds like armor. Sort of some footfalls, some clanking.
From over. From.
Yeah,
over
to the east. Very loud, very noisy, very rickety. And then then it ceases.
My internet hung up. I lost them.
Alright, suddenly, Pavel, you sort of step there and you just sort of bounce back. And
invisible people.
there are 4 invisible Durgar standing here. You can hear them.
Oh.
They're all enlarged. And they're all invisible. And
I
they
went
just,
invisible too.
yeah, they just attack you straight away, Pavel, without any provocation.
Ooh, I see.
Whoa.
Keyboard.
I will bury a curse rolling.
Alright, Dagger, you're up first.
Okay.
Just hear like one of them just saying in Undercommon, kill them all.
I'll shoot that one.
That hits. Alright, you hit the one in front, and you hit him hard with a sneak attack. It seriously injures him. And he becomes visible, and you see a heavily armed guard. He's dressed in chainmail. He has a shield and a large sort of jagged short sword in his hand. Dressed a little bit differently than like these Dwar Durgar that you've seen.
Okay, I will put back here.
Alright, this Durgar just sort of curses at you in Dwarvish Pavel, and he takes a swing at you. His enlarged war pick, and it whooshes on by you as the Durgar becomes visible. Then moves up to here. Nox.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. I'm going to drop a shatter right on in between these two. Basically right there.
Alrighty. It sort of cracks the stone tiles on the floor and it hits all 3 Durgar. They make the save with advantage due to their magic resistance. And DC 17.
Got a shitty roll.
If they fail, they'll re-roll. Okay. I'm just going to re-roll them all because they failed. So they will have advantage. Try again. And they all fail. It explodes. And the guard, he just falls to his knees, instantly killed. The other 2 invisible Durgar, they both unravel, and they are now visible.
Groovy. I will take 2 steps back.
Rolling.
I'm going to cast Bane on all three of these gentlemen.
Alright, that's a round of charisma saves at advantage, and two of them have an annoying black shroud getting up in their faces. This guy, he managed to sort of break away from the magic.
Alright. And with that, my job is temporarily done. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, this guy, he has shrunk down from being the size of an ogre to just a regular 4-foot tall Duragar. Scamp.
I am going to move over here and then down a little bit and one more. Oh, that's the wrong tool. I'm gonna try it and produce flame at that guy.
That hits him. Just. He tries to jump out of the way. He holds up his shield and it just sort of slams into his arm. He sort of shakes his arm around a bit. Alright, this Duragar roars out in agony and he's going to... Let me see. He's going to step forward and he's going to throw his javelin at Unox. Pulls out a javelin, holds it across the room. And he hits.
Bane.
Oh yeah, Bane. I just made the fancy new macro and I didn't even use it. That misses.
That misses.
Just misses you. The black shroud just sort of tugs on his arm. Brew.
Run down here. Okay. It kept. He'll go down there, and I'll swing at the one immediately to my south here that doesn't have the black miasma on him. Just regular swings with it.
Not sure if there can be a miasma if it's Brew talking. That is. Is that even in his vocabulary? Alright, the adamantine war pick sinks through his scale mail like a hot knife through butter. And you hit him again, and blood just spurts out as the Duragar sort of... He crumples over, forward, and sinks to the ground dead. Shrinking back down to a regular size.
Cool. Can end my turn and then reload my page.
Powerful.
Alright, Tyrali's already out. Gonna use an enchanted object to take out a pistol and start swinging at this rigger here. Gotta conserve ammo.
You've only got like 200 bullets left.
It's not gonna be enough.
Alright, first attack gets blocked.
Second attack.
That hits. And you just slice him across the arm. Slightly.
And then bonus action, when aim at this one and fire.
It
Okay.
ricochets off his armor.
End of turn.
Dagger.
Okay. I will take a shot at this one.
Direct hit. And you shoot him in his eyeball. And he just immediately falls back, shrinking down to normal size. Right, the enlarged Durgar just swears and swings at Pavel. Actually, he's going to swing at Roland. Get this goddamn dingin' Dubin off me! And you'll have half cover from the wall there, Roland.
Alright.
Oh, I clicked the pane. 9. That's a miss. He just takes a chip out of the wall.
I just laugh at him.
Damn Dugan, stop damn Duggan laughing!
If you can say the spell correctly, maybe I will take it off.
And I'm gonna reach out and touch somebody. And miss.
That is a miss.
Cool beans.
Don't
I will
touch
then-
yourself like that.
Yeah. I'm still gonna try and back up.
Damn Dugan try to shock me! He's gonna swing at you, Nox. And he gets a 1. Get it off me! Trying to like actually pull this shroud off of him.
Roland is just gonna run by him laughing. And that laughter is his vicious mockery.
Alright.
Nice.
Guy, your words hurt me!
Oh man.
It's not
This is
funny,
why
dude, Duggan! I'm all conflagrated up!
This is why Roland gets attacked, even though he's usually in the back. He's very good at pissing enemies off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move there and produce flame at him.
That's a hit. And it glances him, scorching him on the shoulder. He's starting to look pretty hurt. Brew.
Run up here. And get reckless. And, oops, that's not what I meant to click. And then click attack.
That's a hit. Alright, you pick him. And again, the adamantine cuts straight through his armor. That's another hit. You stab into him one more time, pull the pick out, and blood just spurts out his side. And he falls back, wiping his bloody hand across the quartz pillar before shrinking down and spinning and dropping onto the ground dead.
Alright.
Nicely done, Brew.
Huh. Should have picked on someone his own size.
Alright, so I'm seeing a couple of very interesting things about this room. One, a huge gate, what looks like.
The gate stone's glowing,
Let's go check it out.
and there are a number of instruments in this room. Looks like a music room.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
other.
The Durga also have a dull grey sack on their person. The guard have it. Alright, firstly, the arch gate. It's kind of quite hot to the touch, and it has a keystone that has been inscribed, and it just has a hand-shaped indentation with a magical rune inscribed into the palm. Magical hand. Magical hand.
Like
The
a
room-
mage hand.
Mage hand.
Nope, not like that. A magical hand.
A magical hand. It's Mage. Yeah. Oh, before I try this, what number is on the?
Number 11. It's glowing.
Okay. just to see if it works, not that I want to go through or anything, can I cast Mage Hand and like make it fit inside the indentation?
It actually, yeah. You can press its spectral fingers into the keystone indentation, and it sort of depresses inward for a quarter of an inch, and then a swirling portal of energy appears in the archway.
Ah, excellent. Well, we know how to get through that one. I believe myself and Nox can both do that, so that's good.
I can make a skeleton hand appear.
Maybe it just needs to be a spectral hand of some sort. That might work.
What's... I was gonna ask what all this mess of icky looking stuff is to the south.
That is an organ. The pipes are carved from stalagmites. The bench and keys are made from polished gold and black marble. There are also two large copper kettle drums standing against the west wall. Resting atop one of them is a shiny brass tuba.
Ooh, I think I might have the
Ooh.
mouthpiece for that.
Yeah.
But before I fool around with the tuba, I want to sit down at the organ and then like whap like the ends of my cloak behind me.
Alright, this thing is monstrous. And yeah, it is something. You can make a performance check rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play a special hug, organ edition.
Alright, play it beautifully, and it's just has these very deep, earthy tones coming from these hollow stalagmites, and there has like the stone pedals, and it all works quite well, and you can play on the marble keys, and it's a really deep, earthly sound that just sort of very, very bassy, and it just fills like it fills everyone's eardrums to the point where no one else can hear each other speak, and that noise seems to be incredibly loud, and yeah.
If things didn't know we were here before, well, they know now. That's worth it though, for Roland.
Brass tube.
And yeah, you play it very well, Roland.
All right.
Been a while since I've heard organ music.
So these Durga also have these dull sacks on them, big sack of stuff. Like some loot that they plundered.
Somebody want to check that Durgar sack?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yes, but yeah.
Alright,
Got him.
Puffle. You
You
start
sounded way too happy about that.
grabbing the Durga's sacks. And each one is full with items. There is a silver figurine of an ox, a tiny mithril bell, a pewter flagon sculpted in the shape of a gold dragon with amethysts for eyes. And that's in one sack. And in the other one, there is a small trapezoidal mirror set in an onyx frame worth 25 GP, and a leather eye patch with the bloodstone sewn into it worth 50 GP.
I give this all to Roland.
We'll put it in Nox's bag for now.
Okay, I'll give it all to Nox.
Yeah. So. Well, if I ever lose an eye, it would look rather dashing. And so a tuba, you said.
Yep. And very bulky instrument. It's missing its mouthpiece.
Ah, Roland will pull the mouthpiece he found in the other part of this place. See if it fits.
Alright, it fits perfectly. Screws right on.
Look at that.
And the tuba is now complete. It's worth 30 GP, and it weighs 30 pounds. You try to play it, Dagger, and yeah, you just sort of
I wasn't trying to.
blowing on it, just playing
I was
one note.
around the drums, but.
Are you using the drums? Alright, they are so loud. Like, you just tap one of these kettle drums and it's a thunderous booming sound. It's just so loud. Like, everything in the vicinity must have heard that.
If they didn't already hear the organ music, they heard
And,
the kettle drums.
The drums are worth 50 GP each and weigh 100 pounds each.
Well,
What happens if we
honestly,
all
I'd hate to leave these here, but
Yeah, you guys could all try and play an instrument. There's a couple of drums, there's a tuba, there's an organ.
This will be nice. You know, maybe. I don't know.
someone wants to
Just a
try the tuba
suggestion.
out. Brew, I think
I never.
this tuba's calling for you.
Alright, if you guys want to
Yeah.
all try to play an instrument, pick one, and everyone will get a group performance check.
Sweet. Roland will hand the tuba off to Brew because he's the largest and can probably handle it the easiest. Then he runs back over and then whap, like throws his like a concert pianist getting back down at the organ. Everyone ready?
Dagger, take over the drums if you want, or someone else, maybe.
Yeah, I'll play the drums.
I have a pan flute. I'll
Yeah.
play just
I
because.
go to, if I was next level, I'd feel much better about this.
I really don't think this is going to do anything but make a lot of noise, but the bard in me can't help it.
Alright, so Roland's on the organ. Brew, you're going to play one of the drums?
I'm going to play the two.
Alright, you got the tuba. Dagger, you're on the drums. Pavel, what
I'm
are you
on the
doing, sorry?
drums.
Scamp's on the pamphlet. I don't know. Is there any other instruments?
Alright, Scan's got her own pan flute. No, do you have like a triangle or something, Pavel?
I have
They
nothing.
just found a bell.
The bell?
Oh, a bell. I'll play the bell.
Okay, and Nox. Are you there, Nox?
Needs more help.
Is Nox there?
Well, I don't think Nox is here.
Did he pass out again?
I think you better record that stuff in your bag of holding then, Roland.
Yeah, I will.
And everyone make a performance check.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty subpar for Roland.
Wow.
Can I do the pan flute with the tool proficiency since I have proficiency in that instrument,
Yeah.
but my performance is -1?
Yeah, you can use that instead. You guys
I
just
have
Oh,
good job,
to
Scamp.
performance.
start playing this tune, and you just play the tune from the Xanathar arena that was playing in the background. And
I was
the
about to say,
sound is just blaring, like it is so loud. Like you feel like this sound like would fill the temple, the actual temple area. And yeah, it's it's very loud, and
It's not bad for a first jam.
Honestly, it's really good.
It's actually really
They do this
good.
more often.
Yeah, you guys are all synchronized. Everyone's playing to the beat. No one's missing a note. And
Roland's super happy about this.
suddenly, something happens.
No.
Wow, that was perfect timing with the music, by the way, Seb, when you said that.
A Durgar comes in. What's this goddamn record? I'm gonna shit in them stalagmites!
I'm shooting him. I'm fucking shooting him.
I turn around. What did you say? What's a racket, sir?
Roland, you sort of turn around and you like sort of hit the keys on the organ, and it sort of does like a supercharged vicious mockery. And his head just explodes like a watermelon.
That's what I thought you said. And I was-
Whoa!
And a bit of his skull just sort of slaps up against one of these stalagmites.
Oh man.
and you
Play
guys
for a couple more minutes and then just be done.
get tired of that, and yeah, it's
Well
That was
done,
fun.
everyone.
everything. All these instruments seem to work very well, like very well together.
I don't think that I want to take any of these away from the organ. They seem meant to be here.
I'm checking this dwarf for what he has.
I
He
don't have any more.
doesn't have anything of value, Pavel. He just had a dream, and you've just crushed it.
I dreamed of shit in an organ.
Who are we to
That was
judge,
really
really?
fun. Besides the rude interruption, that was really fun.
We should do that again sometime, everyone.
Definitely.
We make as good a band as we do a party.
Brew just blows a loud tuba. So. Boom.
Especially you, Brew. I was pleasantly surprised by how well you could play that thing.
Yeah, I just feel natural. Don't know why. I used to play the fish back at the. That's another story.
That like a
You'll have to
string
tell me about
instrument
that.
or a wind instrument?
You could play a fish, bro? I thought I was fairly familiar with wildlife, but I must confess I've never heard that one.
You know, and I'm fairly familiar with instruments, and I've never heard that one either. You'll have to tell us about it sometime, Brew.
Yeah. You know how people play a saw. Picture a swordfish. Anyway, it's a long story.
Right. I'll take your word on that. Well,
Poof poof.
drag knocks along, I guess.
Yep.
He just falls asleep face first on the organ, just playing this constantly.
Oh, dear God. Oh.
That'll scare everybody away. Let's go.
Right, up ahead there's an intersection, north and south, corridor leading off to the east as well.
So many corridors.
To the south
I
here,
go
there's
invisible.
an alcove and a door. Tunnel continues off to the south.
I want to open this door. I like opening doors.
You open it up, and what you see is a room that's being divided into 4 stone privies, holes cut into the floor, and some pits below.
Ah. Did you find the restroom?
I think I did.
Anyone need to go?
Not at the moment, no.
Go now. We're not stopping this adventure.
I will turn this party around, I swear to God.
Go ahead, back up to Waterdeep.
If you has to go when we get to level 7, we're turning this adventure
Alright,
right back around.
As you guys exit, the door closes on its own.
Oh, Pavel, I think that you might have been peeking in on a spirit.
Oh, jeez. Hope I didn't say anything bad. And think of it's, it's
Think you're fine.
the form. The form I don't know of. The things.
So many
Giblets.
hallways.
Over here, there is just a large hall flanked by 2 empty, semicircular alcoves. Another intersection, and you can start to see some very sort of earthly looking tunnels. There's no flagstones, no tiled walls, nothing, just like limestone or sandstone, just a very rough hewn tunnel.
I think this may be the way to level 7.
It does slope downwards as well.
All right. Well,
I found another one that might go that way.
go ahead and mark that as 2 level 7.
Broken wall.
Alright, up ahead here, there's a doorway and it's just been smashed.
I see white.
Alright. Yeah, there is a large rectangular white tile on the ground over here. $10 wide and maybe 20-30 foot long in a very large hallway.
So much yet left unexplored.
My thoughts exactly, Pavel. This stone, I'm assuming it's stone, it's in here. Is it marble?
It make an investigation check roll.
If I was a dwarf, I would get this automatically.
Alright, it does look like just some sort of hard stone. It's not marble. And it's
I
just
wonder if this
been
denotes that this was a special area.
yeah, it's just been sort of like stuccoed white so it stands out on purpose.
Mm-hmm. It must be something special.
Is
Close
it-
by.
Is it like a part of the floor, or does it look like it might like open up if stepped on, or like a mechanism of some sort?
There's definitely a seam, so looks like a pit.
Oh, don't step on
No
it.
mechanisms though.
Well,
But there
that's
is
really-
where Pavel is. To the south,
Oh.
there are 2 stone levers protruding from the wall, and there's a dwarvish rune inscribed above each lever.
Dagger, though I can speak Dwarvish at the moment, I can't read it. What do these runes say?
You take a look, and this one is in the up position, and it says crush.
Crush.
And this one is in the up position, and it says lift.
Lift.
Crush and lift. I'm gonna look up. Is there a similar white stone on the ceiling here?
No. Nothing up.
Crush and lift.
There's also a stone door set against the wall here.
Maybe one of us should stand on this thing, and then we should move the lever.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Well, how will we know if it crushes?
We put something in it.
Oh,
We can just assume brew, I believe.
well, you know what happened.
I understand. Let's just leave it for now. Put a pin in that and come back to it.
Maybe we can put some of the mithril or gems there to crush it up for
Yeah.
Nox's chalk.
Oh,
stuff.
don't mention crushing gems around Tor.
Oh,
I can do it without wasting it.
This is yours.
I just meant if we wanted to try and test it, then then we could see it crush things.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But first, Pavel, what is beyond
Yeah.
that door?
I'm opening it.
Alright, immediately the gate stone reacts when this door is opened.
Ah, another room with a gate.
And
Veritable treasure trove of gates in this level.
there's an arch embedded in the northwest wall. And there are 4 stone bunks pushed against the long walls of the room.
Probably where dwarves sleep.
Alright, suddenly Roland, standing there, you are attacked.
Ah,
Oh no.
damn.
And Dagger, you sense some invisible creatures standing, flanking the archway. And
Oh no.
Hell, I can't let me zoom in. I zoomed out a lot. Oh,
the creatures
shit.
attempt to surprise you.
This is not good.
They're not the stealthiest creatures. And you guys all hear these creatures clamoring forward, as well as Dagger detecting 2 of them. You don't see this yet, but they're both grace lads wielding great swords.
Oh, Roland.
And they come in to cleave Roland.
Trying to cleave me in twain.
But this one's actually not going to do any cleaving. This one's going to do some burning.
Oh.
It casts Fireball.
I do not have counter spell.
Even if you did, it's invisible. You wouldn't be able to counterspell it. It just drops a Fireball straight on top of everyone. Everyone make a dex save.
And I am also resistant. Because I'm a tiefling and he doesn't know that. He thinks I'm an elf.
Alright.
Comes in
I'll cut
handy.
that in half with absorb elements.
Okay. Alright, Pavel, you cast Absorb Elements, and everybody makes a saving throw. So everyone takes 14 fire damage. Pavel, you take 7.
No, I would take 7 as well, right?
I take
yeah,
0.
You too, Roland.
Ah. What
Alright,
did I
yeah,
have?
Deck, you've
So-
taken none.
Oh,
So-
it was Bane.
I could see the spell even though I couldn't see him.
Yeah,
The-
you can see the fireball. That's why you have your danger sense. but
Ah,
it-
right,
it
gotcha.
doesn't matter if he
I don't have-
does, because it's the actual
Yes.
danger that you need to see.
Right.
Alright, when he casts a spell, he does become visible, and you see this grey slud. You've already fought one, or at least one pretending to be Hallister. This
Dear
sort of
God, you're ugly.
otherworldly, sort of semi-amphibian looking humanoid. And it ends its turn there. Brew.
Yeah, I will move up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to hit this one right with shield.
That is a miss. The shield bounces off of it.
Huh.
Their skin is
Okay.
just incredibly tough.
Right. I'll attempt to just straight up regular grapple that one.
Right, it'll use a brute strength to try and resist, but you grab onto its arm.
Okay. And then can I like push it? I'll move where it is and try to push it into the corner away from Roland.
Yeah, you've got you can move it like 2 squares.
Okay.
So like
Just
like there?
yeah, perfect.
Oh yeah, you can move it there easy. You just shove
Okay,
it into
cool.
the corner of the room next to the arch gate. Dagger.
Okay. I'm gonna come up here. Stabby stab.
That's a hit. Alright, you pierce straight in
That is
to the
horrible
slab,
sneak attack damage. Horrible.
and it's still in Viz.
I am going to bonus action disengage. Come back here.
The grey slad casts fireball. Drops another fireball in this room, scorching the floor and walls and benches. Another round of dex saves for everyone. Brew, you take 16 fire damage. Roland, you take 8 fire damage. Scamp,
Ouch.
you take 33 fire damage. Pavel, you fail and take 16 fire damage. And Dagger, you manage to hop, skip, and jump.
I still get absorb elements from it?
Yeah, it gives you resistance for like a whole round, Pavel.
Cool.
And
I
the grey
don't know.
slad just doesn't say anything, just mindlessly attacking you guys. He also does become visible. Scamp.
As a bonus action, I am going.
Hill baby comes out to play.
Oh, field baby.
And then I'm gonna run into it. And then run back out.
Sparkle!
It hugs you, Scamp. For 7 healing.
Still.
And then I'm gonna frost bite at the one up above Roland.
Okay. Due to their otherworldly nature, they are highly resistant to magic. And they have advantage. But this guy fails. Even with failing, the ice doesn't seem to affect him that well, but it does sort of sheath his arm, giving him disadvantage on his next attack.
Right. Then I'm gonna hide behind the corner because the fireball hurt. So tell me if you run into Heal Baby.
Roland immediately runs into Hill Baby,
Alright.
provoking from this guy.
Yeah, he'll swing, hindered by the ice, at disadvantage.
Probably hit me anyway.
And
yeah.
he hits you. Only just. He catches you for 7 damage.
So if you want to roll the Heal Baby for me, Scamp.
I did. You got 9.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 1 health.
Oh, I got 2 out of that.
2, yeah, sorry.
And then I will say, Pavel, quickly, let me see your gun.
As you're
Okay.
running away, Roland, something I forgot to mention. The wound that Dagger had stabbed into the grey slad, it's pretty much sealed up. These things do
Right.
regenerate as well.
Say, just for a moment. And as Pavel will show me his weapon, I will put. I'll play. I'll play like a quick fanfare on the guitar, and then say a quick prayer to Timora, who is my goddess of choice, and cast Holy Weapon on his pistol.
Alright.
Now, your pistol shall do much better damage.
Right.
Oh my G.
The
Oh,
You can
pistol,
holy weapon a pistol.
15, 20.
it's just
25.
glowing now, just emitting this very bright glow.
I'm also getting
Oh,
out of
wow.
it because I want to be able to hold on to Holy Weapon rather than getting walloped. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, that's my turn.
I'll make you a macro for that if you need. Pavel.
thank
Just
you.
in time for Pavel's turn.
2d6.
I
Radiant.
have run into Heal Baby. Thank you, Scamp. I'm gonna run up to him with my new glowing pistol, and instead of shooting him, I'm gonna whack him. I'm kidding, by the way. But no, I do,
Throws
I
the
do
pistol
want to
at
stop
him.
Shoot him, Pavel!
I do want to stop him from healing from this range. I'm just gonna reach into his heart with called Chill Touch, and then with my bonus action, shoot him with my new thing. But first, Chill Touch. No healing for you. Oh, fuck.
That misses.
Some healing for him.
With a +8. And then with this new destructive weapon in my hand, I'm shooting him. Point blank. Oh, wow, come
That was
on!
a mess. He hits your hand to the side.
Ugh!
The slide croaks. And they look at each other. And they're going to just throw a fireball out this door.
Those
God
dicks.
damn it.
They're horrible.
They just throw it about there.
I might go unconscious here. We'll see.
I'm sorry, this is my fault, Scamp. I shouldn't have ran outside.
And yeah, they just sort of launch
really
it
just-
after you roll and seeing that glowy weapon, and Scamp casts that spell. And the three of you need to make dexterity saves.
Damn it. I'm not worried about the dex save, I'm worried about the con save I'm gonna have to make after I take it.
Dagger, the fire, it catches you by surprise coming up behind you. You still dodge out of the way and you take 15 fire damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Scamp and Roland, you each take... Scamp, you take 15. Roland, you take 7. And both of you maintain concentration, and then the Slad just sort of turns his attention to you, Brew. And he just sort of has this long greatsword just dangling down by his hand. And he ends his turn there, just sort of smiling, revealing these rows of sort of triangular teeth.
Right. That makes Brew very angry. So I will bonus action rage. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? He just says that to everybody. It doesn't really mean anything. I would like to I'll do the attack, use my first attack to attempt to shove him prone.
Okay. He'll try to, like, jump out of the way this time. And even as quick as he is, you just catch him, grab him by the neck, and throw him straight to the ground.
Cool. And then while he's down, I'll smash him in the head with Last Word.
Shield hits. And, yeah, you just sort of burn away his face with the shield. He doesn't resist any of it.
Wow, snake eyes on my... Okay. And then, actually, I think I'll just try to... Let me think. I've got... I can move 20 feet with this guy here. I'm just going to try to move him into a more... What's the... Moon beamable? Shatterable?
You want to put him
Just-
there?
Drag that... I'd like to drag him actually north of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that'll be
thanks.
30 feet of movement. You still got 10 left if you want.
Oh.
Oh, is Nox
That's
back?
Uh,
Let me move him over. Right,
I
channel.
don't know. Oh, he's... Oh, yeah, he is back. He's just not back from the AFK channel. Oh, hey, there he is.
Hey,
Where have you been?
Oh, and Seb, it was actually the other one I was trying to knock prone. Not the one I was grappling, but the one that was...
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
he's not prone then instead.
Yeah, I know that doesn't make a ton of sense, but I was thinking more... Anyway, I
alright.
just...
Nox, I'm
I
just
just
gonna... That's all good. I'm just gonna grab you, Nox, at them and put you with the party. At the moment, you guys are fighting 2 Grey Slad, and you can roll yourself into initiative when you're ready.
We've been fireballed 3 times.
Yeah,
About to be a...
And we lived.
good timing because it's about to be a 4th. All right, Dagger.
Which one's prone?
I don't even know. It's wait, it's that guy. That guy's prone.
Okay. I can run in and back out and get to healing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to go in for healing. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to attack him. At 18 because I have advantage because he's prone.
Yep. You just managed to hit him.
Nice.
You stab him with the rapier, and like this jet blackish sort of like oil just sort of bursts out of the wound. He just sort of croaks a little bit.
And disengage to here. Bonus action.
Right, he's going to get up. And, no, he doesn't have disadvantage anymore. Are you there, Nox?
Yep.
You might want to roll yourself into initiative. Okay. You go on 13. Alright, as you come running around the corner, Nox, you see 2 grey slad in this room. Fighting your allies. And you just run into a fireball. The grey slad just sort of ignores everyone in the room, just throws his hand forward, and he casts fireball. And 3 of you need to make dex saves.
I don't think that's gonna matter for me, but we'll see. Maybe he'll just roll all ones.
There's a possibility.
It could happen.
Alright, Roland, you take 4 points of fire damage. Nox, you take 9
Very
fire
weak
damage.
fireball.
And Scamp, you take 9 fire damage.
I had 8 hit points. I'm unconscious.
Heal,
Alright,
baby,
so
God!
Scamp falls down and Hill Baby goes away. And Roland, you lose your concentration. Holy Weapon also goes down. The slads look at each other once more when they see the glowing light from Pavel's pistol go down. And then they seem to draw their greatswords both up at the same time, getting ready to employ melee attacks. At the same time, the wound that Dagger had inflicted on the slide, it sort of gets staunched a little bit. The bleeding stops, but he's still left with like a pretty virulent wound there. Scamp, make a death saving throw. It's a success. Nox.
Alright, I'll go to come to here. And I'm going to throw up a shatter in that corner behind them.
Yeah, you can center it there without hitting your allies. Just. And when you do a shatter, the walls get a little bit chipped. The arch gate, it seems to be completely impervious. Both slide have advantage. And this one fails. Even though he fails, the thunder doesn't seem to affect him too bad. And this one, you barely notice anything affecting him.
Fair enough. And I will quicken spell a shocking grasp with the one directly in front of me.
And that is a miss.
I will take I'll take one step back.
Alright, he swings a great sword at you. And he crits you.
Ooh.
Oh my
He
god!
just brings that great sword up, flicks it upwards, slashing you for 26 points of damage. Rolling.
Damn. Move 15 feet to here, and I'm going cast Cure Wounds at Scamp. Oh, that I meant to do third. Hold on. I'll
Another
roll it.
2d8.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
I am still not unconscious anymore, so thank you.
Man, that's a terrible roll. Let's see. Get back to here. And then bonus action. Well, I'm gonna bonus action power chord to give everybody the 11 temp back. And move
That's it.
if they won't.
I'm gonna stand up and move back here. Not that that will help me.
Alright, and I'm not gonna move out of the doorway. My turn.
Pavel.
Which one would notice if Pavel threw? Which one did Pavel notice throw the last fireball?
This guy.
He dies first for ruining my goddamn good time. I'm casting Chill Touch on him.
They
Again.
both were throwing them.
Come on, hit me! Come on, hit! Oh, thank God!
That is a crit. The Chill Touch just grabs him by the neck. And all of his wounds, they just sort of necroticize, putrefy, and he just sort of gets choked.
As that happens, I'm sticking a pistol in his gut.
Can anyone speak Slud? I think Roland can.
I have tongues up at the moment.
Okay. Choking daddy, he says.
Oh God! I'm not gonna tell old Pavel what he's saying. He's cursing your name, Pavel. Choke him harder.
I do just that, but after that, I stick the pistol in his gut and fire.
And that hits. Although they're resistant to magic, physical attacks seem to affect them just fine. And you sink another bullet into him. He's starting to look pretty hurt, that Slud.
Oh, man.
He dies first.
Hold on.
Alright. They are going to start focusing their attacks on Brew. And this one just starts swinging his greatsword. Starts off with a crit. Hits you for 18 damage. Gonna swing again. And, oh yeah, it's half because you're raging, so 9 damage. He hits you again for 5 damage. And then he tries to take a bite out of you. And he chomps you for 2 piercing damage. And he ends his turn there. He also looks pretty much completely uninjured now. His wounds close up. Brew.
Right. Toothy. These guys are very toothy. I will swing last word recklessly at the one that's hurt, just above that.
That's a hit. The glowy shield just sears straight into him.
And then I'll use my other attack to attempt to shove him.
And you just drive him straight down prone.
Great.
Aga.
I'm coming up here. And miss horribly.
It's a miss. He interposes the crossguard of his greatsword and block the attack.
Disengage.
Alright, the slad leaps to his feet as the skeletal hand fades away. He comes in aggressively swinging at you, Brew. First attack, he misses. Second attack, he crits again, hitting you for 4 slashing damage. And then he tries to chomp you, and he bites you for another 4 piercing damage. That's the end of his turn. Scam.
I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna throw a moonbeam up in that back corner at we'll do 4th level.
Alright, super
fuck these
moonbeam.
guys.
It just really churns down. Hardcore.
Scamp is P.O.
They knocked me unconscious and took out Healing Baby. I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport over here.
Okay. This is a crazy powerful moonbeam just radiating down. The whole entire corner was just too blindingly bright.
I can feel it melting from here.
No.
I reach out and I'll tap Dagger on the shoulder and just stick with the pointy end, please.
Alright, haste goes on. Rolling.
Let's see. Roland is upset that these two things made to where Pavel couldn't have his fun. So I will come back up to Pavel again and say, this is not going to be as good, but, well, I'm sure you can make use of it. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and cast Greater Invisibility on Pavel.
Alrighty.
Second time I've been invisible.
Now I use my remaining movement to get right back out the door.
The grey slides chuckle to each other, Roland, and yeah, they just chuckle.
I guess I can see through it. See who's laughing in a minute.
They're pretty much that gif of that like laughing goanna or whatever it is, or that lizard thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pavel.
I'm still mad at the one in front of me.
Alright, they seem to be able to, well, I guess you don't really see it, but they have blind sight, so they try to anticipate your movements, but you grab them with another crit chill touch.
Searing Rage!
Back to back.
And the skeletal hand just like starts gouging into its eye sockets.
And I'm just gonna shoot him.
And that is a miss. It just knocks your arm to the side. Poof, you just blow away some wall tiles.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use luck on that.
Okay. Reroll.
Reroll the. I'm just rolling the same one. Yeah, forgot. And boop. Damn it, even worse.
Still a miss.
It's fine.
Alright, this lad, first of all, he makes a con save for the moonbeam. And he does resist it. And with his regeneration, he takes only a little bit of damage. And he's going to keep attacking Brew. Swinging away with his greatsword. The miss. And another miss. And then a bite. That also misses. And he ends his turn there. Brew.
I'll attempt to shove the one that I'm grappling, attempt to shove it prone.
And down it goes.
And then swing last word at the other one.
Your glowy shield misses.
Ew.
Are you not reckless, right?
I did say reckless, yeah.
Reckless, okay. Dagger.
Okay. Gonna come up. I'm up here. Attack that one.
That hits. And as he's chuckling, you just shove the rapier straight into his mouth. Bursts out the back of his head, and then he just is smelted by the moonbeam until there's nothing left except his greatsword. Climbs to the ground.
And go come over here and attack that one.
That hits.
I forgot to take off sneak attack. Only 6.
Alright, you stab into the slab and you start working on that one next.
And bonus action, disengage.
Scamp.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level. And then I'll sneak forward a little bit, I guess. I'm staying the fuck away from that door.
Door of fire.
Yeah, we'll move one more back even. Oh, we got...
Nox.
I will. And I will try to crit
All
the
these
one I can
crits.
see.
It's
No,
disadvantage because he's prone, but still hit. Direct hit.
Sorry.
Damn.
Alright, it slams into him, and he does resist the fire, but still hits him good.
Nice job, Roy Mustang.
Rolling.
Alright. Roland realizes that the invisibility's not working. So he'll drop the invisibility. Sorry, Pavel.
Oh.
I will bonus action Mantle of Majesty. So I become even more of what Roland already is. And bonus action cast Command on this thing and tell it to drop, as in drop its weapon.
Okay. It makes a wisdom save with advantage, and it just begins to lower its greatsword to the ground.
And I'll move in. I'll move in right here. And with my action, I'm gonna viciously mock him.
And he just no more chuckles. Takes psychic damage.
Roland laughs. And that's my turn.
Pavel.
Can I use my interactive object to kick away his greatsword?
He hasn't lowered it yet. It doesn't have until his turn.
Damn it. Alright then. Well, Pavel's been calmed since killing the first one. Now he's just gonna focus his attacks on the other one just normally.
That's a direct hit, and the skeletal hand just sort of taps the grey slat on the shoulder and then slaps him over the face. Leaving a big necrotic handprint.
As the man is down on the ground, I also shoot him.
And that hits. Sinking some bullets into the slat. Alright, he regenerates slash... Oh no, he doesn't regenerate. He just gets moonbeamed. And he makes a save as he's getting schmelted away. And he just puts his greatsword on the ground and ends his turn. Brr.
Oh. I'll hit him with a shield right in the head. And I will attack Reckless.
Okay. That hits.
Right, I should say attempt to hit him in the head.
Alright, the glowy shield just churns into him.
And swing again for good measure.
Another hit. And he's looking pretty beat up now. Whack him in the face. Attacker.
Okay, I will come up. Stab. No stab.
That misses. But the second attack hits. As you use the hasted action, you just leap forward and just stab him straight in his torso. He's bleeding badly and close to death.
Disengaging.
Scam.
I'm afraid of being fireballed again.
You haven't seen any fireballs come from the hallway the last 20 seconds or so. You run in front of the door and you get fireballed. No, I'm joking.
Oh no! My worst fear. I'll produce flame at him.
You just see the moonbeam just melting this guy away, and everyone's just piling on him.
We'll go with frostbite, not produce flame.
Okay. And he fails. Gets a bit frozen up.
And then I'm gonna teleport away again as my bonus action. 'Cause, no.
Doorways.
The fireball hallway of doom.
Nox.
Alright, let's see. And once more with Gusto.
That is a mess. It just goes over his head and hits the wall.
There. I will something roll back behind the wall then.
Rolling.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action command him to grovel, which doesn't do anything with his action.
And he just sort of puts his head down and starts writhing on the floor.
And I'm gonna just laugh at him writhing.
Do you do the lizard laugh?
Oh, no, because it doesn't work.
He does.
I don't know why you're laughing. You will soon be dead.
Pavel.
Just gonna.
It's an inside joke. You don't get it, Roller. That's a mess. And that hits.
Come on.
Oh, it doesn't quite kill him, Pavel.
Damn, he's gonna regenerate. Shit.
I think the moonbeam might do the job.
We'll see. He regenerates, and you just see the moonbeam just churning down on him, and he ain't regenerating that. It just he just turns like a golden color until he's just completely schmelted out of existence.
Now Roland does the lizard.
Whoa! The lizard laugh.
Alright, that's a tough encounter.
Nox just rolls in doing the slope.
Got 16, 70 XP each.
Man.
I will drop Moonbeam as soon as it's clear the threat is gone, so the brew doesn't accidentally walk into it.
It's
Some
entirely
fireballs, man. I think that would have went a
Rolling-
little quicker if I kept Holy Weapon. But oh
Roland,
well.
I'm sorry I dropped Holy Weapon.
It wasn't your fault, it was mine. Don't worry about it.
Oops, what was our total? I accidentally deleted it.
Oh.
74,553.
Yep. Before we
It wasn't
end
either
this-
one of yours fault.
Before we end this session, can I see what's going on with what number the gate stone is doing and
You
what's
guys
on
have found a lot of gate stones this level.
Yeah.
Alright,
it's a
levels number 7 is glowing, and it's very cool to the touch, this gate stone. And there is a gold dragon whirling with its mouth open in the keystone, sort of carved into it.
I remember the other one. I just can't remember exactly what level that one was on. But I do remember it.
Alrighty.
There,
With the defeat of those slides, there are some benches here. It's a good place to take a little breather, and we're going to wrap it up here for tonight.
Alright, good deal.
Cool.
Right on. That's a big level.
Yeah.
It is big.
Oh, we level up?
No, a big.
No.
No, but in 9K, Pavel will have 3 attacks.
You got me all happy for no reason. What are you doing?
It wasn't me. I was the one that said we were 9,000 away.
I just said 3 attacks because I'm excited.
It's like 9,000
didn't-
away. That's not
Yeah.
even close.
3 attack. I didn't realize Holy Weapon worked for ranged. That's
It's for any weapon.